All right, everyone. Welcome. Well, wow, I can't speak. Welcome back to some more Persona 3 Reload. Today, we're starting a bit late. We are starting a bit late. Yesterday, I wasn't feeling well. I showered. I don't know if that made me weaker towards the start of my stream. I was going to stream yesterday, but after I showered, I felt weak. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Long story short, I just ended up deciding not to go along with it and just take the time to relax and just not really overwork myself. So we're starting today, part 3. We're gonna get done however much we can. I think it's next week. Let's look. The 8th is when Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Resync comes out. It is next Wednesday, so we'll be starting that then. We should definitely finish Reload before then. In fact, I think we will finish Reload before the end of this upcoming week. So I'm gonna push it out like crazy. And yeah, so let's get into it. Hold on, let me pull up my guide that we got going on. Okay. What's the date? 5/17. May 17th. We're getting pretty close to the in real life date. About to be in July. I think starting tomorrow. Okay, May 17th. First semester starts May 19th. Got that one up. I should have done this ahead of time, but I completely forgot. I'm kind of out of it, guys. So there's gonna be some moments where I'm probably just silent and I'm actually zoning out. I probably should have taken another day to relax and not stream, but if I'm being completely honest, I want to be done with this game before Black Flag Resync comes on. I don't want to push it to the last minute and then we barely finish it in time or whatever. So yeah, I might see the Moana live action. That's before the 8th, so I need to finish this so we're not really wasting time. May 17th. Okay. Okay, well, it says we're supposed to study with everyone because the exams start tomorrow on the 18th. So let's join the study group. I don't care what they're talking about. We're just going to skip all this. I'm just going to say smell what? I don't smell anything. A beef ball? Smell. Okay. Yeah, midterm start today because we're on the 18th now. First semester midterms exam begun today. It will last for 6 days. Hold on. We're in May, right? I can hear people talking. It's starting today. This game ends in February. The end of January is like the last bit of like drip of story we get. Like this is way after I think the final boss. So January. Fuck man, that feels like so long. We're barely in May. I'll be surprised if we can finish August or September today. Let me go back to the date, May 18th. 6 days is crazy, bro. I got the answers pulled up though. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Jesus freaking Christ. Okay, we're on the 21st.
Go.
Midterms exams end today, huh? Is he speaking? Hold on. I can't freaking relax and stream. This is insane. I'm actually so freaking tired. It's ridiculous, and I don't know why. Maybe it's boredom. I don't know what it is. I gotta raise the volume up to see if any of these characters talk. I don't want to read over their own audio. Okay, they're not. By the way, I have a favor to ask. You've been doing a good job choosing what day to explore Tartarus and leading the team. You don't seem to have any trouble doing either. So I want you to keep it up. That way I can just focus on getting stronger. What do you say? Okay, so he wants me to keep up being the leader. Okay, I don't mind. It says I'm not confident. Greg already talked to me through and she was fine with it. Good luck. Okay, damn. Okay. Oh man, I gotta. Woo. This stream isn't gonna be long, cause I'm gonna be honest, I will fall asleep on stream. I don't know, maybe I'm bored. I don't know, but it's probably gonna be about 2 hours. We'll probably finish around 8. It's barely 6 now. So one thing we gotta do. Oh, fuck, man. Jesus freaking Christ. I'm yawning so much, it's ridiculous. I don't know what's wrong with me. I have to take like 3 looks off at this point. No, I'm kidding, obviously. I've never taken like a week off unless I get really, really sick. But I've never taken 3 weeks off in a row. That's crazy. We do have to accept the request. It's not here, which means I must have already accepted it. What is it called? Please prevail in the Big Eater Challenge.
The world you live in is so
My God, how do I
bright and
accept?
colorful. It's rather blinding.
How do I accept that quest? I have no. Do I need to do this one? Won't it waste time?
Very well then.
I mean, we are just trying to beat the game. We don't need to worry about maxing out all the confidants. Okay, Chihiro at school. We gotta go back to school to talk to Chihiro. On the second floor hallway? I think not. It's second floor. That's the only one we got. So this will rank her up to rank 2. Chihiro.
Oh, hello there.
Exams are finally over. I hope you did well on them. At least know the student council meetings can resume. Oh, at least now. I said no. I can't. I literally can't speak. This is insane. I'm so out of it. I feel like I'm high, but I'm not. I'm not. I'm bored, tired. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, let's talk to her. Let's build our rank 2 with her. Yes, let's spend some time with her.
Sorry to drag you along while I go shopping.
Sorry to drag you along while I go shopping. Why is he always smiling? I don't understand. Why is he always smiling? What is that comment? Oh, how's it been going? Mostly okay. I don't know what's going on today. Yesterday I took a break because I was just not feeling well after I did some stuff around the house, and today I'm still not feeling well. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm bored or tired. I don't know what's going on. The best answer is this one.
If you say so. But, thank you.
Was she talking? Jesus Christ.
I was so busy searching through the books. I'm sorry if I ignored you.
I mean, okay.
I'm sorry it took so long.
Bro, that would be me. I would go into a bookstore and literally I would just go to the category I like reading and just see if I can find a good book that I would get so distracted.
Having a bit of trouble deciding.
I wouldn't have a trouble deciding. I would get as many as I could. How do I respond to this? The best response is saying I read the classics. I don't. I should say manga. Hey man, the rank.
Really?
I wouldn't be into that kind of thing. That's funny.
The classics aren't very entertaining, but
They're not. They're boring as hell. I don't. Yeah. Oh, look, I want to say I respect it, but I don't. I don't care. If someone makes anything that's boring, I don't care how many people say it's good. I'm not giving it a shot. If it's a book, a movie, a TV show, like, who wants to watch something boring? This probably isn't the best place to talk. Oh yeah.
The shop owners probably wouldn't want us standing here either.
Okay, that's a Japan thing, or is it just a Asian culture thing? But they don't like that. So.
Hey, senpai?
What did she say? So-mai? I swear she said senpai, but that's not what I heard come out of her freaking mouth. Oh man. Yeah, what is it, bro?
Is it boring for you to hang around with, someone like me?
What, you're just a nerd? Not in a bad way. It's fun, actually. Yeah, I'm having fun.
Oh, what a relief. I've been so worried about
Of course you have. Classic cliche response.
Well,
Yeah, we should get going now.
To, say what was on my mind to you. I want to stop being so afraid of everything. And I want to be able to talk to other people.
Well, you're on the right track.
My teacher, Mr. Takanozuka, he gives me a lot of class-related tasks, but I'm always so scared that all I can do is nod.
I'm gonna put that in response.
Well, it's not much of a story, but my dad is a very...
Oh, wow. I actually feel horrible now. I personally think Spyro is bigger and more iconic than Crash. I think a lot of people do. Both of them are good, though.
I'm not living with him anymore. I can still remember.
I don't know which one started. Technically, the more iconic one would be the one that came out first. Let's see which one came out first. I don't even know this, actually. Okay, apparently the first Spyro game came out in 1998. Okay, when did Crash come out? Wow. The first Crash originally released in 1996. That is the year I was born. That is crazy. I could have sworn Spyro came first. Nope, Crash. Spyro didn't come out until 1998. That's crazy. That's hilarious. Well, I like both of them. I did grow up playing both. And I do like both of them. If I had to choose one over the other, it's kind of hard. Like, I just choose Spyro because it's easier, but when it comes to world design and all that other stuff, that one's a tough one. I think they're both really good at what they're trying to do. I mean, they're both platformers. Crash is a little bit of a different platformer that's made for, like, using your brains a lot more. And Spyro is just one of those simple platformers, which there's nothing wrong with it. But they're both good, so I don't really think there's one better than the other. I think it's dependent on the player. Do you want to play something easy, or do you want to play something that actually is a little challenging and kind of makes you use your brain?
Oh, no. I'm really happy that you care. Thank you.
Okay. Seems to appreciate my company. I feel like our relationship has grown. Cool. What is that, rank 3? Trace 2. Oh, damn. Okay.
I should get going. I'll see you at school.
Okay. Alright, we gotta go see Tanaka at the Paulownia Mall. It's gonna unlock a new rank thing. I don't know if we're gonna be able to start it immediately.
You're back.
Yeah.
Senpai, I hear you made a full recovery.
Congrats, man!
I gotta catch up on my training. I've basically been slacking off for a whole month.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you take it easy, though? You don't want to re-injure your arm.
I mean, oh, he's a boxer. I forgot he was a boxer. I was like, what is he gonna do? Smack a shadow? He's a boxer. So he would probably do that.
I've already wasted enough time.
That's nice and all, but really, you should not overstrain your arm.
Besides, we found another Persona user.
We did?
We did? Sweet!
Who is it? Why, Junpei? You know how weird that looks? That your first response is, are they a girl? Like, I feel like my first response would be like, how are they in ranking compared to us? Like, are they new as well? Like, did they barely just learn how to use their persona? Or are they experienced? Like, that would be my first question. Especially in a dire situation like this, where the world is literally on the brink of ending if these shadows keep going and getting stronger. That's what I care about, not if they're a freaking girl or a guy.
Yeah, she's a second year who goes to our school.
Oh wait, is this, what's her name? The girl with the green hair. I mean, the name doesn't matter. Actually, I want to know because I feel like I know her name, but I can't remember. Fuka, right? Ah, yeah, Fuka. You guys know her? Absolutely not. How do you feel about Left 4 Dead? I'm gonna ignore the 2 and hope you mean Left 4 Dead as a franchise, meaning 1 and 2, not just specifically the second game. I never got a chance to play Left 4 Dead when it first came out. I did play it like, 3 years ago or 4 years ago with friends. One of my friends let me borrow the game, and it's hard to say.
School very much.
It really is for me.
A lot from what
Like, I love zombie apocalypse, like horde type games like that. Post-apocalyptic stuff. That's why I like World War Z and stuff like that. But The gameplay, first of all, for me, I think it's outdated. The graphics look old. There are still bugs and glitches in there that could like ruin the experience if you encounter them. Excuse me, I got some hiccups. But it's not my type of game. It's just not. Like, again, I've played World War Z, and that's kind of similar. I can only play that for a little bit, and then I gotta move on. And then I've played what a lot of people considered to be Left 4 Dead before it came out, and then once it came out, people were like, "Oh, it's bad." It wasn't really bad. It's just that the AI in there sucked. So if you didn't have someone to play with you, you were kind of fucked on solo because the difficulty was very difficult. And I forgot what that was. I think it's called Back 4 Blood. That it came out like 2 or 3 years ago, and yeah, it was cool. I like the graphics. I like the customizing and stuff like that. It was just very difficult, and kind of on launch, it had like a little bit of a like 2 maps. I think it only had 2 maps, so you had to wait for post-launch content, and it was better after, in my opinion. But I never went back to it. I just didn't care. Those type of games aren't the games I like. Honestly, I love zombie games, but I'm more of a story-driven zombie game guy. You know, the Walking Dead, Telltale. If you guys are old enough, on the 360 or the PS3, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, it was based off of the AMC Walking Dead show. You played as Daryl Dixon, but it was a unique story. But it was in the world of the AMC Walking Dead show. It was kind of a really survival horror thing. Like, you really had to think smart. It was a strategic one. I actually have it on 360 because I have a 360. I saw it like last year somewhere at a collector shop, and I said I gotta get that. That game is so good. And I love Daryl. Daryl was one of my favorite characters. So, how do you feel about zombie versus player shooter that game is? You're gonna need to elaborate. What do you mean zombie versus player? Like, the player is the player, or like the player can be the zombie killing player? Because even Dying Light, I love Dying Light, and the second one we don't talk about the second one. I love Dying Light and Dying Light the Beast. I do not like Dying Light 2. Aiden had the potential to be a good character. I didn't like him leading up to the end. His endings were weird. I did like the combat and the parkour. I thought it was an evolved thing. The city became boring to me. And a lot of the other elements, like the parachute and stuff like that, great. The story, I think it sucked. The city, I didn't care. And it really went downhill once we found his sister. Spoiler, I guess. It got really worse. So, yeah, like I said, the comment and everything was good, but I didn't, yeah. Smaley just going place to place, mowing down waves of zombie. I want to say I don't mind that. As a kid, I probably wouldn't mind, actually, put it that way. Because, funny enough, I think the first game to really do something crazy like that was Zombies, where you just sit somewhere for a while and just mow zombies down left and right, was Call of Duty Zombies. So as a kid, when I was younger, I loved that, you know? I knew I wasn't making progression. I was just killing, and I didn't mind it. I feel like as I got older, there's only a certain point I can go where I need to stop. It's like I lose interest, or I get bored or something. It's just like, for me, when I play a game, and this was even when I was younger, but I never really cared too much when I was younger because I had a game, I enjoyed it, I didn't care. As I got older, I got away from just playing the same shit over and over again, and enjoying it, and I need a goal, or I need a story. I need to feel like I'm making progress. If I'm just mowing zombies down over and over and over again, and then moving to a different place and doing the same thing, and then moving to a different place, it's boring. It's boring. I need a goal. Like, am I getting upgrades for doing this? Am I finding secret stuff along the way to build something like a car or a shield or rocket launchers? Am I becoming so overpowered that they're easy to mow down? There's a lot of different factors. For me, I need a goal or a story, and the goal can't just be last however long you can. It just can't. Like I can do that in zombies now, but that's easy. I can last literally literally years ago when Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, and World at War were out, when those were the only 3 COD games for zombies. I had world records. I had a world record on the Nuketown Zombies on Black Ops 2 because I love Black Ops 2, and Nuketown Zombies is possibly my favorite map in that game. And for World at War, I had one on Nocturne Untoten. Took me like 4 years to get. I was really dedicated. I didn't turn my console off. So that was a strat back in the day. If you didn't turn your console off, there was no rest mode. So you can, as long as someone turned off your console, you could come back after school or something the next day and continue playing. You had to hide that from your parents, though. But like that, I had world records. Now, I could still do it easily. I probably won't hit another world record because there's more new people that are better at it. But I could probably solo go to like in any zombies map as long as I know it 100%. I know all the hiding spots and stuff like that, and the strats and the perks and all this stuff. Any zombie map I could probably go like at least. I don't want to go too high, but like the easiest number 50. Round 50, no problem. And then I can die. I would probably give up because unless I'm doing an Easter egg or something, it just feels boring. That's pretty much all the game is going from, say, from yeah. Yeah, okay, so I never played it. Like I said, I never played it until like a couple years ago. My friend let me borrow it. I'm going to tell you this. I beat the first level or the first area or whatever. Like the first mission when you leave and you go back to the main menu. And then I was done. I was like, okay, I got a good feel for what this game is. It's not my type of game. So, like I'm saying, like, I don't mind it. I know there's a lot of people that love it. 100%. It's not my type of game. It's not. It would bore me. If I was to play it now, I would probably do the same thing. I'd finish one level if I didn't get bored sooner than later. And then I would just stop. It's just not my type of zombie game. Like, again, you can look at my zombie game list, and most of what it is, most zombie games I have are story zombie games. Days Gone, fantastic game. It has zombies in it. World War Z, it has a story with it, with depending on whether you're in New York or Jerusalem or something, there's a story going on. So even though the game is a little not cinematic, there's a story going on. So I'm making a goal. Call of Duty, if you do the Easter eggs, which when I play Call of Duty zombie maps, most of the time now I'm doing the Easter eggs. Even if I'm just trying to get high in rounds, I'm doing the Easter eggs because they're fun and it makes it less boring. What other zombie? I'm trying to think what other zombie game. Obviously, The Walking Dead Survival Instinct, that's a zombie game. Telltale's The Walking Dead, there's a story. Like, every zombie game I play mostly has a story. If it doesn't, I barely play it. Yes, it does get pretty repetitive, the fact that it's the same stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, I don't know when it came out. I think it was like early 2000s. For then, again, like if I had played it when it came out, I probably would have been obsessed with it, actually.
What? We're giving up on our
But now, I don't get the same joy out of just playing something mindless like that for hours and hours and hours. I need something to grip me so I continue to play, like a story or a goal, like I'm getting upgrades, or I'm building shields, or I'm building a fort, or something, like to last longer. I need that. I can't just do the same stuff over and over again. And yes, there's like 4 characters, right? And they all have different abilities. Cool. It's not enough for me, though. The first game came out in 2008, and the second in 2009. Again, yeah, that's what I figured. If I played it when it first came out, I probably would have been obsessed. But now, those games aren't enough for me. I need a goal or a story to keep myself entertained. Because when I was younger, I used to play a ton of multiplayer games, and I would just play that. A lot of multiplayer games, and I'd have fun. Now, I play more story games than anything. I need a story. I need my brain to be like locked in and entertained. If it's not, I'm gonna get bored. And funny enough, sometimes I do get bored throughout the day. Like, even if I'm playing a game on my own, there will be a point where I'm like, okay, that's enough for today. And I boot up YouTube, I watch a bit of YouTube videos, or I watch Crunchyroll. I have a huge backlog, probably like 100 freaking animes I need to get to. And they just keep making new ones that I get interested in. Like recently, the other day, I just added like 4 new animes to my list. Like I have a huge backlog, so I'll just watch a whole season of that, or like maybe 20 episodes of that. Or I'll just go to like my previously purchased movies. I got discs and digital movies. I'll just put in a disc or watch a digital, and I'll probably watch enough until I fall asleep for a nap or something. Because, like, you know, I'm usually cozy in that instance, so I fall asleep. But most of the time, that's what I do. Unless I'm really addicted to a game, you know what I mean? So I said no, get away from me. At least on PC Left 4 Dead, you can use mod characters and custom map. Yeah, but it's the same thing. Because I'm pretty sure if there's a person that plays enough of that game, they probably explore every bit of it to the point where there's nothing left. Like, mods are cool, don't get me wrong. Mods are cool, right? When I first got my gaming PC, first thing I did was boot up Steam. I downloaded Steam, I booted it up. I opened up my Naruto Storm 4 game because there are a lot of characters in that game that they, like, I feel like if it's the final game, which it technically was supposed to be, it should have every character from the whole anime in there, even if they can't fight well, because why the hell not? That game is missing a lot of great characters that should be playable, even some that were playable in previous games. So mods fix that. You can literally mod in a character with like a whole new moveset, obviously fan created, or put a costume that didn't exist for a character that exists in the game. You can mod it in. So I did that like crazy because Naruto is my favorite anime, and I always wanted to do mods on that. So when I first got my gaming PC, I was all over the mods on that. But even then, I think after a week, I explored everything. And I moved on. I was done. I was bored, man. I gotta do the laptop. Like, that only lasts so long. But again, I think it's depending on the person as well. Some people get bored easier than others. I would get bored. Do you want to get... What is the context? It's like, all she cares about is marrying me off to some dude. Okay, I was like, what is the context here? What do I pick? Should I put let's plan our wedding then? This is insane. Hermit. I'm trying to find her confidant rank. Is it Hermit 4? I should have checked. My confidant rank with her. Hermit. Right here. Wow, the best option is let's plan our wedding then. Crazy. Okay, we gotta eat our wild duck. Oh boy. We get the test results for our exam tomorrow. Oh boy. Honestly, even Spyro Reignited, which I love, I've been getting bored of, honestly. Well, see, that's a good example of, like, not to be mean, unless you haven't platinum it, after you beat all 3 games at least once, if you haven't platinum it, the only incentive is to go back in and platinum it if you care about any of that. I did, because I did. But if not, there's not a reason to play it a second time. I'm gonna be honest, there's not. Because it's the same stuff again. Like, look, there is obviously exceptions for certain stuff and certain games. I found that trilogy a few years ago. Yeah, me too. I'm just speaking in general, like for the people who play it that probably feel the same way. Like if they haven't platinum it, there's not a reason to go back and play it a second time. There's just not. Maybe after like what, like a long time of not playing it. Like for me, when we did it for stream, I hadn't played it since it came out. So it's been like what, three years? So yeah, that's a good enough time to be like, hey, I haven't played it in 3 years, so why the hell not? Like, why not play it, right? Miyamoto. But yeah, like, no. Student council, we gotta go to the student council room. Okay. I want to build my rank with Yukari, but it doesn't look like I can do that yet. Where's the student council room? Honestly, every game is dependent on like the likability and the attention they grab someone. It's dependent on every different person because like, and I feel like this is a great example. A lot of people don't like COD anymore. They're like, the last COD I played was 5 years ago. I've literally mentioned that I play every COD. Even the bad ones. Because I'm just a huge fan of Call of Duty, so. But again, I'm willing to admit when something's bad. Did I rank up? What?
Perfect timing.
Um,
Heading to the rooftop with
for the most part, yeah, okay. Let's skip it. For the most part, I'm like hit or miss. Some are bad, some are not. But like the ones that are good, I do go back and play every now and then when I'm kind of bored or I have nothing else to play. It's just depending on the person, because I have a friend, and this actually infuriates me. I have a friend that buys a game, beats it, and sells it back immediately, and uses that money to buy another game. And then, of course, he'll still have to pull out of his own pocket to pay off the game, to buy it. But he'll do that with every game. He doesn't own a single game. He has a console, and he doesn't own a single game. He doesn't buy digital games. He only buys physical. But he and if a game he's interested in never makes a physical copy, he'll never get it. He only buys physical. So because he, like I said, he'll beat it and then he'll return it to the store because he still buys games from GameStop. I do too every once in a while. But he'll trade it back in, use that money, and then buy another game. And he'll just rinse and repeat over and over again. So he doesn't like play multiple games like well, sometimes he does. It's really dependent. The most I've seen him play was like 2 games at once. He usually just plays a game until he's done with it. It's insane. Okay, we gotta go to Colonial Mall and play the High School of Youth mini game. But it pisses me off. I'm like, bro, you bought a console for gaming. He's like, yeah, but I do game on it. I'm like, yeah, but you don't own a game. Let's say they stop making games to this day and you couldn't buy a single old game. How are you going to play games? You don't own a single game. Anything you buy, you return for another one, bro. It actually pisses me off. Like a great example was he was really excited for GTA. Because he's played every GTA, obviously. He's not getting GTA 6 until they make a physical copy. It's not just like, because sometimes I tell him like, look, the game will have a physical, just buy the digital so you can play the game, and then when the physical comes, I get the physical. And he's like, no, he doesn't. No, because he's like, if I have to pay full price, like $80 or whatever, I can't trade that digital game for my money back. He really doesn't want to own a single game. It's insane. It's so bad. Oh, we gotta talk to Chihiro again. Yeah, it pisses me off. But I mean, it's his money, and if that's what he wants to do, fuck it. I would never in my life do that. That's so stupid. I like having physical media. I have a lot of movies and a lot of games physically, and I could put them on the shelf or whatever. And I can display them and they look cool. I like that. I do buy digital games, and that's when I don't care if I see a game that has a case that doesn't look cool, I'll buy digital. But if there's a game that has a really cool case or a steel book or it has a cool statue, I'm going out and buying it physically. That's just how I am. I'll talk for B2 for examine words. Okay. Sorry, what was that comment? I don't think I saw it. Never met a person like that. Honestly, that's weird to me. I feel like that's not the best. That's not how I would put it. I don't think it's weird. I think he's stupid. Hey, if my friend is listening, I'm sorry, but I think that's really stupid. You own, just really think about that. You own a console, right? Usually someone who owns a console is to play games, right? And he does. He'll go out and he'll buy a game. And he'll beat it. Or it'll become too hard and he trades it in. He'll trade it in. And we'll talk to her for our exam rewards. He'll trade it. Oh, damn, that's a lot. Okay. Maybe I gotta start getting better on the exams. But he will trade it in back to GameStop and then get another game. Like, for example, back when I can't even think. I'll just go last year. Because if I go too far back, I'm not gonna remember everything. But last year, he picked up Expedition 33. I think that came out towards the beginning of the year. And he got stuck, funny enough, exactly where I got stuck, which is why I never finished the game. I got stuck on the ending. That's what's so frustrating. Literally the final boss I got stuck on. Could not beat him. Did not want to go grinding. I don't like games that force me to grind. If I can't just play the story normally with some side quests in between, or maybe no side quests, and be at the level I need to be to beat the game, then I'm not playing that. I don't like mindlessly grinding just to fucking finish a main story. Yeah, okay, maybe if after the story there's a new game plus and I want to tackle all the quests, the side quests and everything like that, cool. Then that's a different situation, but Nagaso Shrine. But to force me, because they are forcing me, because I'm over here with my regular level. By the way, I think I made it to the end of the game at level 72 or something. Apparently not even high enough to beat the game. I got clapped by the final boss. There was nothing I could do. I was missing some of my counters, but for the most part I was hitting them well. That pissed me off. That game actually pissed me off. Because I was enjoying it, I was hating it, and then I enjoyed it as we kept going on. It was a very slow start. And by the end, I was so excited to see where it ended. And I got stuck. So I got very pissed. I got very pissed that I could not progress that. And I know they wanted me to go out and do some more side missions and maybe do some other stuff to rank up at least a couple more levels. But I was like, fuck no. That could take 3 hours. I'm not wasting 3 hours of my time to grind. I don't like games like that. The only games that I do that for are games I know the game is built around that, and I'm not going into it and being surprised. For example, a lot of the games that I know that do that are the Dark Souls type games. Sekiro, Elden Ring, Dark Souls. Those you're gonna have to grind and kill some enemies. You're gonna have to find a strat to get a lot of XP to get the different skill points you need to beat certain bosses. Again, I know before I pick up the game that's what the game expects me to do. So I'm fine with that. But imagine going in, for example, we're playing Persona, right? Imagine playing a Persona game and you do no side content and you just play the main game and you come to the final boss and you cannot beat it because you're too low level. That is so fucking stupid. Excuse my language, but it's stupid, okay? I should be able to beat the game just by playing the main story. Yes, there's an option if I want to do side quests. I should not feel forced to do that, because if not, I'm going to be under-leveled with the final boss. That is so goddamn stupid. I don't like that. I don't like when a game does that. That's why I never finished, like I said, I never finished, I already forgot what it's called. I already forgot what it's called, but that game last year that I mentioned, like, rolled the video back, but never finished it, and I never will, because I'm not going to go in and grind just to get the ending. I already know how it ends anyways. I don't honestly get why some think that GTA 6 is the end of physical games. Well, I'll tell you why. I have more experience in this. Physical games are dying. They've been dying for the last couple of years. And particularly in the last 2-3 years, it's been getting worse and worse. It's not just physical games, it's just physical anything. Like, Kenji, right here. Like, even, there's a lot of stores, I don't think in the state that I'm at, but there's a lot of stores in other states, that are refusing to sell physical media. They just want to move on from that. So, it's becoming harder and harder to get anything physical. So, physical media is dying, whether it's a movie or a physical music CD or a physical game. And with GTA 6, it's going to be one of the biggest games of this year, right? I don't think it's going to be the biggest game of the year. Like, first of all, it's coming out at a time where it's already missing the Game Awards. Thank the Lord, because I don't care what anyone says. If that game came out and it was actually ass, let's hypothetical for a minute, right? The story was ass. Because so many people bought it, because so many people are gonna glaze it because it's GTA, even if it's ass, they would have rated that game of the year 100%, and all the other games wouldn't have stand a chance. So I'm glad it's not making the quota for game of the year this year. It's releasing too late in the year. Thank the Lord, because that any game competing against that in game of the year, it just would have lost. It's just unfair. So thank the Lord that it's not making the quota for this year. It will for next year though. So any other game coming out next year, oh boy. Reason I said that because Insomniac Wolverine is getting a physical disc. Well, okay, just because one game is getting a physical disc but another is not, technically doesn't mean it's not dying. Again, let me explain. It's becoming harder to get physical media. So that's the first reason why people are thinking that. And especially for games now, there are not a lot of games that are making physical copies. Even a console like the Switch, you would think every Switch game coming out, no matter how big or small it is, would get a physical release. Absolutely not. There are a lot of Switch games in particular, especially with the ports from the PS4 and Xbox One, you know, the bigger games like Red Dead and stuff, that come to Switch, and some of them do get physical releases. A lot of them don't, though. I don't know why. I'm sure there's a reason why that they don't explain about. This is just another side shit. But they just don't do physical releases. So the companies that are making these games are wanting to make less and less physical games in the first place. They just want to make it digital. And I think leading into the second reason, or the third reason why I understand it. I hate it, especially if this is the actual reason why. But if you haven't been able to see already, digital games don't really go down in price a lot. Like, depending on the game, obviously. But like, for example, look at a Call of Duty game. If it's bad on day one, yeah, it'll probably go on sale. It will still take at least half a year to go on sale. Okay? And if it does go on sale, you'll be lucky if you get $10, $20 off. It's not worth it, actually. It's not. You're not saving a lot. And then leading into the fourth idea, well, you're not saving a lot. And the reason for that is a lot of companies feel like if it's digital, we don't have to lower the price a lot. Which is insane because they're kind of right. It's digital, and digital games don't go on sale often. No matter what the game is, unless the company is feeling more charitable. They're making a lot of money, so they want to keep making more money, so they do like half off on their game and stuff. Even on Steam, you know, unless it's a third-party game, you know, that's been out for years, a new game doesn't go on sale. They can charge you the full price of a game, $60. Like right now, literally, like I could go to PlayStation right now. I'm on the PlayStation, but I can go to the store. I can look up any popular game, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Call of Duty, Red Dead Redemption 2. If they're not on sale, they're full price. You know what you're paying if you want to pick it up full price? $60 or $70. It doesn't matter if it came out 3 years ago. You're paying $60 or $70, the same price somebody would pay, full price, day one, but 3 years later. Because it's digital, they can do that. Physical, it don't matter how popular the game is. If it's old, that shit is at least going to be $50 off. I mean, not 50, 50% off. And it's going to be half the price it is digital. That is just how physical and digital games work. When physical media, when it's been long enough, they do discounts. Heavy discounts. When it's digital, they don't have a reason to do that. Unless, for some reason, randomly they want to make money off of an older game for people who can. Or, you know, they're feeling generous, or whatever the reason is, then they'll do a discount. It's very rare that I find good discounts on digital games that I care about. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. The best time to buy a digital game, whether it's 3 years old or even any game that came out this year, like I said, right now is a great example. Any games that have came out this year, if anyone hasn't picked them up and they want to pick them up, wait till Black Friday. The best sale you're going to get, 100%, I see it every year, and I trust me, even when I don't have money and it's a game I want to pick up, it's on sale. Let's say there's a couple games on sale right now, right? And I have season passes that I have saved for games that I still play that I need to get the extra content. So I look at it when it goes on sale. If I got it and I feel the need to pick it up because I'm probably going to play it soon, then yeah, I'll pick it up. If not, I still compare the prices. And then I'll do it again on Black Friday because I go Black Friday shopping every year. I do it digitally and I do it physically in person. More in particular with movies because I collect a lot of movies physically. And with certain games, I collect them physically. Especially for the last 2 years, I've been collecting games that I love physically so I can own them physically. But, like, compare prices. The best price on a game that releases the same year that you want on sale to pick up at a cheaper price is going to be Black Friday all the time. PlayStation Summer Sale, you know, Summer Game Fest sale, it don't matter what sale they do. The best price for the game will always be on Black Friday. Unless it's a game that comes out in November or late October, even early October, because it's close to Black Friday. Those are the different cases. They might not even see a sale, or if they do, it might only be $10. Which, I mean, if you're going to pick it up anyways, why not? It's $10 off. But if you were going to pick it up and you're like, $10 ain't enough of a sale, wait. But any game from the beginning of this year, probably until August, wait. If you don't want to pick it up on launch, wait till Black Friday. You'll get it really cheap. It's always like that. Always like that. And that's where I get a lot of my shit on sale. I'm just saying I know a few games coming that have discs. What I mean, Spiral Runway on being one. Yeah, they do. There's still a company. I can't speak. You are correct. There are still companies that are going to make physical. But if I'm being honest, especially with physical media dying, I feel like once we get to I don't know what year. I'm just gonna say once the PlayStation 6 and whatever the Xbox comes out, and once the Steam machine comes out, especially the Steam machine, I don't think they're gonna make a single physical game for the Steam machine. I think it's just like if you own any game on Steam, you can play it on there, obviously digitally. So I don't really think once the PS6 and whatever the new Xbox comes out, whatever it's called, I think they're really either they're gonna cut physical games completely. They already tried to do it when the PS5 came out, where they're like, "Hey, we know still you like this, but we're making a digital," and people were pissed. So then they're like, "Actually, we had a disc model." Or when the Pro came out, they made it only digital. People were pissed, so they're like, "We made a disc drive in case you own this."
I know.
They wanted to go all digital. If no one complained, they would have made it only digital. Companies, a lot of companies, especially the console sellers like Sony and Microsoft, don't want physical media anymore. They want it only digital. I am a huge believer on once the PS6 and whatever the Xbox is called comes out, they're gonna be no physical copies. They're just gonna be straight digital consoles. That's just how it's gonna be. Or it's gonna be really, really hard. Like maybe the only physical copies for games you'll see are like big AAA games, like Call of Duty, like a Spider-Man, like a Marvel's Wolverine, like a GTA. That's it. I think everything else will be just digital because it also costs them a good cost of money to make a physical version. So in another way, they're losing money by making the physical copies when they can just make straight digital. So I do agree that there are companies that are still making it for now. I think there's a certain point where that's going to stop completely. It costs them a lot of money to do it still. It's extra work when they don't have to. They could just literally make it just digitally. And they have to pay these stores to be able to sell their copies in store. So again, I really hope it's not true. I don't want to live in a day and age where everything is just digitally. I like my physical copies. I know some people don't care as long as they have the game. Cool. Like for me, again, if I could just buy a physical game, with no taxes, honestly, this is going into a different subject, but like if I could buy a physical game and it didn't charge me taxes, like on like now, and it was just like the digital price, like on PlayStation, if it says $79.99, it's just $80, right? I wish I could go into the store and just pay $80, not pay like what $87 because it's tax, right? I would do digital a lot more, like I would do physical a lot more, probably with every game because it's the same price whether I buy digital or physical, and I like physical media more, so I would do that. Oh, let me do Chihiro. So I would probably buy every game I own physical. However, it's not. Every game has tax. And would I rather pay $80 or $88? Yes, it is technically just $8. But if I'm buying 4 games in a month and there's $8 on each one, that shit adds up. Like, math. Let me see. 16, 24, 32, 40. That's 40 extra dollars because I'm buying physically that I'm spending, that if I bought them all digitally, I would save $40. You see what I'm saying? And I do prefer physical. I went out of my way, and this actually pissed me off. I'm really pissed they didn't do this, but I went out of my way and I bought the collector's edition of Spider-Man 2. I love Spider-Man. He's my favorite superhero. I love the first Marvel Spider-Man. I played the remastered. I love Miles Morales.
I see you're back.
This one was going to have Venom. I was excited. I got the statue. I was happy. Had a lot of collector's stuff. Steelbook. Wonderful. Only problem? No disc. No disc. It was like GTA. Well, GTA is going to make a physical version apparently either next year or in December, but they're doing it right now to avoid spoilers. But like, The point was, I didn't get a physical disc in the collector's edition. I think that collector's edition was like $250. So for $250, no disc? What? I just, that made me mad, actually. Genuinely, I wanted a physical disc. So, if anyone else got the collector's edition, you didn't get no disc. You know it. Like, that's crazy. That is insane. So they might do that. They might do physical stuff, but you're just not going to get a disc. They are all doing this because of greedy. So many companies. It's not just greed, unfortunately. Like, I do agree that is one of the reasons. It's not just greed, though. We are entering a day and age where we have a lot of people and a lot of these companies believe there's no use for physical media. I like to own my stuff physically. If I, not just to lend it to my friends or show it off, but like, it just feels nice. I can actually have something physically in my hand. It just feels good. That's like saying, hey, I'm going to own a car, but it's in a remote, right? And the minute I press the remote, it just shows up. It like teleports to me and it's right there and I can use it. But the minute that remote goes away and I'm back in my house, the car's gone. I own a digital car that only shows up when I need it. That's so dumb. I like the physical car. You know how many people don't wash their cars because they're lazy? Which I guess is fine. I like to physically wash my car. It feels like I'm giving love and care to it. I have a physical thing that I'm loving and caring for. I can actually touch it. I can actually hold it. I like physical media. The only thing that I understand when somebody says, I don't like buying it physically, is music. Nobody, look, technically you can pop in a CD, a music CD into your PS5 and play music. Who the hell is collecting music CDs anymore? That one I don't understand. I have some old music CDs from when I was younger, but who the hell is still collecting CDs? Hell no, bro. I'm not rocking around my Walkman or my CD player. Fuck that. I'm going to Apple Music or whatever, and I'm listening to my music. That's so dumb. However, I will buy my own music. I don't like the people that just stream music and they don't own music. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. I buy all my music. This is why I love Toys for Bobs. They aren't greedy or doing this nonsense. Eventually they will. I'm telling you right now, eventually will. And it's going to be out of their control. If no company is making physical media, how are you going to play the game? You're going to have to buy digitally. If there's no way to play a physical copy, how are you going to play it? Eventually, they will go digital. That's any company. I've been loving Capcom and the way they've been doing stuff lately, right? I think for the last 5 or so years, they've been on a roll with making hit games and doing great for consumers that are buying their games and respecting, you know, people's wallets and stuff like that. I do believe there will come a time, though, where they make a decision that people are mad about. Not because they want to, but because everyone is doing it. So they have to follow suit. There's no other way. Again, we're in a day and age that they just don't want to make physical media anymore. It has nothing to do with just greed. Even though a little bit of that is true, it's just they don't want it. They don't want to do it. They don't really see a reason in it. And unfortunately, we've seen it before. We've seen it before a million times. Because I've been on the internet, right? And a lot of people were like, if it's not, like for GTA 6, this is a perfectly good example, right? This is the best time for anyone who loves physical media. For anyone wondering, I'm only skipping the side shit that doesn't matter. So, because it will take me forever to beat this game. This game is so slow. It's still slow. And it doesn't pick up until like the second thing. It's long as hell. So, but GTA 6 not releasing, you know, physically with a physical copy. If you get a physical copy, it's gonna have a piece of paper in it, right? Well, they are making a physical copy later, probably in December or next year. They're just trying to avoid spoilers. Fine, right? This is the perfect time for anyone saying, I'm not buying it if it's not physical, to wait. I don't care how much you want to play this game. Wait for the physical copy. Show Rockstar, show all these other companies, if you love physical and you only want physical games, wait until they make the physical version. Do not buy the digital and then buy the physical later. Do not do that. Wait until they make it physically, then go buy it. Show them that you still want physical media. Because if you don't, and we're already screwed on that aspect, in case you haven't realized, in 24 hours, it's sold more than any big franchise has, like Call of Duty or anything. Battlefield. In 3 days, I think it sold $3 billion dollars. That's the amount they're gonna make now off of just pre-orders. $3 billion. That's already more than what it took them to make it. It took them, I think, 200 million to make the game. They already made that back just off of pre-orders. So I already know most people don't care. Wonderful. Way to show that you care. But we're already screwed on that aspect. But if you love physically, do not buy a game. I don't care if they only made it digitally until they make it physically. Because that shows them that you care about physical media. If you don't do that, then they're going to be like, oh, see, people are still buying it digitally. Why the fuck do we care? That's just what happens. That's how they see it. People have said it everywhere, not just on the internet. Speak with your wallet. If you're just going to buy digitally, they're not going to care. They're not going to think you care. Honestly, Capcom are better than Rockstar. They've been amazing, especially with Resident Evil every year. This decade, they release a new Resident Evil game. Well, I mean, it's not just that. Even though I don't like Monster Hunter, all the Monster Hunter games they've been making over the last decade have been doing well. They've been making money. Their DLCs have been doing well. People have been excited for it. Devil May Cry 5 came out within this decade. That did well. It's still doing well years after release, which means people want a Devil May Cry 6. I don't know when that's coming. And then any of the other Capcom games they release, right? Even the Mega Man Star Force did well. You know, I like Capcom as a company. And the same thing with Bandai. I love Bandai. Certain games they make are, you're getting screwed, but I love anime and I think they make really good games. So, but, again, I would be stupid to believe that they're going to keep making physical. At some point, they're going to cut it off. They're going to cut it off. And I hate it. I don't want to live where there's a place where I can't buy a physical game, but it is what it is. Like I said, at some point, it will just end. And there's nothing else we can do about it. It is unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, there are still companies that make physical games. It's getting little companies that do that though. And eventually no company will do it, which is unfortunate. Because like Rockstar already confirmed, like anyone who wanted it physically, they're not making the physical immediately. Those people that want it physically are still going to buy digitally just to play it because they don't want to wait. So for all those people complaining that they love physical media, that apparently doesn't matter because they'd rather play the game on day one instead of waiting for a physical media that they claim that they prefer to buy it physical. So
I'm back, just as I
already ruined.
How have you been?
Because of the sales that they already made on pre-orders for that game. I haven't bought mine. I haven't pre-ordered it. I'm not pre-ordering it until November. Literally, I'm waiting until the last second because we're like, what, 6-7 months away? Why am I going to spend $100 because I'm going to get the Ultimate for all that extra content, but why am I going to spend $100, waste $100, and have it and wait till November to be able to use that? I can use that $100 somewhere else. How do you feel about Resident Evil Requiem? What do you mean? I played it for stream. I platinumed that game on stream. And I platinumed it on PC. I love that game. I wish I could have got it physically, but I don't own all the other Resident Evil games physically, so I don't really care. But yeah, no, I love that game. I think for right now, that was my favorite Resident Evil game. I think that's the best one so far. My favorite was Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil. Okay, yeah, my bad. You were not here when I platinumed it. I apologize. You should check out my playthrough though. I love that game, and that game was so fun. Even to platinum, I was still loving it. It was a little stressful at some points when I had to do the hardest difficulty, but it was fun. I love that game. I'm sorry, I apologize. I forgot you weren't here for it. A lot of people recently have subscribed, so I completely forgot. My bad. But yeah, I love that game. Absolutely love that game. I think I'm really like, I'm more excited for like the next Resident Evil game. Not Code Veronica because it's another remake, but Resident Evil 10, whatever it's called. I'm more excited for that than I've been for a Resident Evil game in a while, actually. I'm actually more excited for the DLC. I wonder when that is going to come out. I'm really wanting to know when that comes out, because I've been hearing like some rumors and stuff of what's going to happen with that, and I'm excited. But yeah, a game was, I want to say, almost a perfect game, because nothing can be perfect. There's still some flaws with that game. Even if they're minor flaws, they're flaws, therefore it's not perfect. But if it didn't have those flaws, it would have been a perfect game. That is my favorite Resident Evil game so far to this day. My favorite was like Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 7, but it beat those hands down. And I think it's funny because it does a good job of explaining, like, giving you the survival horror feel of like 7 and 8 and the older games with Grace. And with Leon, you get that action feel, whether you like it or not. It kind of feels like Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 again, which is crazy. I think it really works really well, actually. When I first heard about it, I was like, oh, I wonder how that's gonna play. Like, I don't know if I like that. I thought it was just gonna be completely survival horror. Played it, really enjoyed how they did it, actually. I like the balance. Especially because Grace is new. Like, even the attention to details. Like, did you know when Grace gets Leon's gun, the Requiem gun? When she shoots it, oh my... Her recoil is bad. And the way she holds it, it shoots all the way up in the air. And when Leon shoots it, there's no recoil. It's just... because he's more experienced with that gun than she is. And in real life, that's exactly what would happen. Someone who knows how to use that gun, that uses all the time, is going to be really good at handling it. Someone who doesn't is gonna smack themselves in the face when shooting it. Is gonna hold it wrong. They're probably gonna fall while shooting it because they're not used to shooting that gun. So I love the attention to detail. I'm really, really excited, and I give them a lot of praise for them to put so much detail like that in a game. Well, in any of their games, to be honest, because they do that with a lot of their games. Even the zombies, the details of zombies looks scary, like so real, scary real. Because like you can shoot their leg off, and you can see the bone, you can see where it ripped off. It is so extremely detailed and well done. Like, you gotta give praise where praise is, man. And they make their detail in every point. Not just from the shadows to the zombie arms, the guts, everything. Like, they make it so good, man. Again, gotta give praise where praise is due, and they are good. Bruh, get lost.
Huh? Wait. Well, I thought I had a chance since she looked so plain.
What do you mean, since she looks so plain? No, she doesn't. I've been getting most modern Resident Evil games physically. I've been wanting to, but it's harder for me. I'm gonna be honest. I buy so many games in a year. Like I already mentioned. I think in February I bought like 3 games, right? In March I bought 1. In April I bought 2. In May I bought 3. And one of those 3 was 120 for 1 game, right? In June, I'm buying 2. In July, I got to renew my PlayStation Plus. In August, I'm buying 2. In September, I'm buying 5. When you're buying so many games every year, like I buy, it's kind of hard to buy them all physically. I'll be wasting so much extra money than if I just buy them digitally. And I love physical games. Trust me. The only physical games I buy now are games that I think are cool enough to be physical. If the case looks like ass, I'm not buying it. I'm being honest. Because I'm not going to waste that $8 extra for a case that looks plain or basic or not cool. And I'm more of a person that really loves steelbooks. So if it has a steelbook, most of the time I'll get it. If it has a cool steelbook, I'm getting it.
Welcome back.
I have most of the modern Resident Evil games physically. I would love to have them actually. But again, when you realize the tax on every game, nah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Now, maybe in like 2 years, maybe I'll buy all the Resident Evil games that are out. Resident Evil 2, 3, 4 remake, 7, 5 and 6, or maybe if they have the remakes out, I'll buy those. But 7, Village, Requiem, I'll buy them all together. I'll probably spend like $300. That's not bad. That's not bad for all those games put together. Physically, that's not bad. If I was to buy them now, I guarantee you I'd be spending close to $800. And another thing is, for me, when I buy a game physically, I like the actual case. I don't like the case, like, for example, when you go to buy it at GameStop and it says GameStop case, it's like a display case and it says Resident Evil Requiem or whatever. I like the physical, actual case. Not like the bootleg case that they don't have any cases, so I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna eat at the ramen place this time to raise up our charm. When is that next? We might not even get to the next big story moment. This is what I'm saying though. It's too crowded. Oh, this is the wrong place, not the ramen place. We might not even get to the next big story beat. There's so much time in between. You see what I mean? When I say like it's actually very slow, is a lot of the stuff in between, even though it's important, this is boring. I'm sorry, it is. I want story beat. That's why I can never rate this higher than Persona 5. I've seen so many people say this is better than Persona 5. If you think that, cool. But I'm telling you right now, there are so many reasons why it's not. The main reason being the story is super slow. It takes a while to get into. And then when you do, there's still these moments in between where you're doing a lot of nothing. Even if it helps you later, it's a lot of nothing with no story context just to do it. It's so boring. And that's why I'm skipping most of it, because this shit doesn't matter. It's not story. What the fuck? Like, I'm not about to read all this. Now, and if I'm being honest, there's only like 2 or 3 confidants in the game besides the main team confidants that are actually good stories. Maiko's is good. I forgot about hers, but hers is sad. It's good. Chihiro, the girl we've been spending time with, the nerd girl, hers is good. And Toshino, I don't like. I think he's useless. I think he could have been just left out. But Maiko, Chihiro's, the nurse, or is it the nurse? I don't like the student council guys. I mean, yeah, I guess this could be good. A lot of them could be just taken out. They're just bad. But in Persona 5, every confidant, whether you like them or not, they have some good backstories. Takemi, the doctor, Oya, I guess journalist one that's trying to get news. The gun shop guy, EY, he's actually a savage. He's a gang member, which I wouldn't have expected. But once you complete his full confidant quest, you learn a lot about him. So they all have great stories behind him. So why would I skip them? Whereas in this game, a lot of them are ass. I don't care. They're boring. Another one I forgot to mention that's good is the gaming PC confidant rank. I forgot that one. That one's good too. It's kind of like wholesome. Because this girl is like stuck to herself. She's a little awkward. She doesn't know how to talk to people, so she does it through her online games. Very relatable to a lot of people, I'm sure. But like, it's good. But a lot of them are ass. Like, even though the old couple is sad, their story is sad, could have been left out. I think it still could have been a good game. Same thing with was it Minamoto, and the same thing goes with a lot of other characters. Like, So those are like two reasons why this game is not better than Persona 5 Royal, which it does better. I will say I like Tartarus better than Mementos, so there's that. But that's not enough reason to like this one more. Story-wise, it's not even a challenge. Persona 5 is just better. I've seen multiple reasonings why people like this one more. I don't think that means it's better than Persona 5 Royal. I don't. Again, it's taste, but crazy. Honestly, that's why I've been buying every modern Resident Evil physically, because if this digital stuff is real, I'll always have the RE games I got physical. I will agree, but then I'll also disagree and be on devil's advocate. There are a lot of games that are coming out physically, still to this day, right? And they're kind of made so you can't play them offline. So if you don't have internet, or if you don't download that new update, you can't play it. So even if you own a physical copy, you won't be able to play it. See what I mean? So it doesn't matter. It's like we're screwed any way possible. They're just gonna have it the way they want it, and that's just how it's gonna be. Now, if you bought a physical game, like when the 360, PS3, PS4, Xbox One, and like, as long as it's not in like the recent 2-3 years, you should be fine. All of those games you should be able to play offline, but they're getting worse and worse with certain games coming out, even physically, where they're like, no, you can't play it till you put in the disc, connect to the internet, and download the day one update. And even after you do that, any update that comes out, you will not be able to play the game unless you download the update, which is stupid. It's a single player game. Or if it's not a single player, but it has multiplayer, why can I not play the single player mode offline? You know what I mean? You know how stupid that is? It's like one complaint, and I'm gonna give a great example. And don't get me wrong, I love this series. I love the first and second game, and I've been playing their mobile game, and it's really good, okay? And I'm not a huge mobile game fan. There's like 2 games I play mobilely, and that's it. So to say that they released this game mobile, and it's good, says a lot. But The Division, when the first Division game came out, I think it was like 2013, right? So in a time where there wasn't a lot of online-only games, well, it has a main story. If you haven't played The Division, it's like an online single-player or online multiplayer, depending on which one you want to go with, because you can play it alone or you can play it with friends. But it's an online single-player post-apocalyptic game. You go into this world, a virus happened, not really like zombies, and the humans are there trying to steal food from other people, from shelters, kill innocent people, take their stuff. It's a post-apocalyptic world, right? Just humans, and you fight them. You're part of a group called The Division that comes in and tries to clean up. In the first game, I think it's New York, and the second one, it's something else. It's DC. But you're part of that group, and you do have abilities where you have drones and stuff and bombs. Okay. Apparently, though, you can't play the main story offline. If I'm playing it solo, I should be able to play it offline. If I want to play with people, then I 100% agree. I need to be connected to the internet. But if I want to play offline, single player, I should be able to. That game, if it ever gets shut down or discontinued, you're not going to be able to play it, because it requires you to always be connected to the internet. Both games, even the mobile game, is so dumb. If it has a single player option, I should be able to play that offline. It is so goddamn dumb. I've watched most seasons of The Walking Dead, all 11 seasons, and yet it's had its rough patches. That's so random. What does that have to do? Is it because I've mentioned that I like The Walking Dead? I'm gonna be honest. If you tell me right now, but before you tell me, because I'm gonna ask, what are the rough patches you're describing?
Yes.
If you tell me from season 7 and season 8 being the worst seasons, I'm gonna 100% disagree. And that's not just because I think those seasons, whether you like it or not, because I love the comics, I already knew when those seasons came out the story they were going to tell. Oh, but Survival Instinct. Okay, cool. That game is great, by the way. If you haven't played it, it's only on PS3 and 360, unfortunately. It's so great, though. It is really a special game, actually. And I'm surprised they never made a game like that again, with Daryl as the main character, and it's so focused on like stealth and being quiet, because you do have a bow and a knife. And you can get guns, but once you get a gun, all the zombies in the vicinity are on you, and it's really hard to survive. Like, I'm not kidding. It's a very strategic game, but it's fun and has a pretty cool story. And you get to see I think it's a prequel to the show, where you get to see Daryl and Merle's relationship as they were close. It's like a side story thing. It's crazy. The company that made it worked with AMC to make it. And I think it's a prequel to the series. It's really good. It's really, really good. I'm surprised. And it's very scary. It's very hard. It's very scary. So, but if the reason why you're saying rough patches is season 7 and 8, I've heard everyone say that, and I'm tired of it. Here's the thing. In the comics, it was always going to happen that way. I know, people are sad Glenn died. I'm sorry, he was always going to die. There was no way they were going to surprise us and not do Glenn. Yes, they did Abraham too. They could have left it there. They weren't going to leave it there. Glenn's death was so important for the story going onwards. He had to die no matter what again. It was going to happen. So, yes, we're all sad and mad that Glenn died. So am I. Do I think because he died it's a bad season? Absolutely not. I loved Negan's character. I still love his character. That's why I'm watching Dead City Season 3 when it launches in July. This is not a promotion, but you should watch it, especially if you've seen Dead City Season 1 and 2. I am a huge Walking Dead fan. And I'll admit when they do wrong, there's a lot of wrong in the show, right? But the reasons that people say are wrong are not the wrong that's in the show. It's not. The ones that people like are the problems in the show, certain problems. And I'll get into it, right? But because since we're already on this subject, so there's no changing it now. I have all the Walking Dead, all 11 seasons on disc. I have Daryl Dixon season 1, 2, and 3 on disc. Season 4 is coming out later this year, at the end of the year. When it comes out on disc, I'll pick it up. I have World Beyond, which is a spin-off in the world of Walking Dead, season 1 and 2. There was only 2 seasons. I have Dead City season 1 and 2 on disc. The 3rd season's coming out in July. I own them digitally as well because I do not want to wait till they come out on disc. So I watch them, and then when they come out on disc, I buy them on disc to add to my collection. But I have all the main 11 seasons and all the spin-offs, including The Ones Who Lives, which I think is the best spin-off so far, with Rick and Michonne reuniting. I have them all on disc. Love them. I have them DVD and Blu-ray. I guess I have all of them twice because I have them on DVD and Blu-ray. But I love them. I absolutely love all of them. I love The Daryl Show. I love Dead City. I love all of them. Even World Beyond, I think World Beyond, a lot of it was like filler and a step down. But I did grow to like the characters. I think season 2 is better than season 1. And the villain in there obviously becomes the main villain for The Ones Who Live. And she came from The Walking Dead's main series. So I guess it all ties together somehow. But I love The Walking Dead. It is my favorite like actual show on TV that's now obviously digitally and stuff like that I've seen. Like I've seen a lot. I've seen Gotham. I've seen The 100, which I really love. I have all the seasons of The 100 as well. All the seasons of Gotham. If I own it physically and it's a TV show, it's a great TV show. Put it that way. So I own a lot of TV shows on disc. But The Walking Dead is my favorite. Someone could talk about it, and I can talk for hours on it, right? We're not going to go into that, but I am going to mention Carl had to die. Season 8 is not the worst season. I think it's one of the better seasons, actually, because you really got to see Negan's character, and I love Negan, okay? And Negan and Rick fighting back and forth that whole season was fantastic, okay? Fantastic. I don't care. People are like, oh, I'm tired of this shit. This is stupid. This is ended. Y'all don't love The Walking Dead like you say you do then. That arc in the actual comics was so huge. That was a huge arc. Loved it. The people saying season 11 was another lower season, that they didn't like it as much. Like, I agree. I don't know why they made the armor look so bad. Because someone was like, the armor looks like Power Ranger armor. It's so plasticky. You can see it reflected. Yeah, okay. They made the armor look bad. There's a criticism I'll give. Yes. But do I think that lowered the story for season 11? No. I love how they introduced the Commonwealth. I love the whole Commonwealth arc. I love Hornsby being the main villain. And then it's switching. I love the final last couple episodes. It was huge. The Whispers. I love that. I loved it in the comics. It was even better on the show. Like, the complaints that people have, for me, they're invalid. They're invalid. Okay? I think, for me, my favorite seasons are obviously 9, 10, and 11. That can be biased. You can call it whatever you want. But not only did it bring back a lot of people that left with season 7 and 8, but it was like a new, fresh start into actually being afraid for these characters again in The Walking Dead. Same here, honestly, but Fear the Walking Dead, hell no, that show was horrible. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a second, but let me finish what I'm saying, because I do own all Fear the Walking Dead seasons on disc as well. I didn't like it at first. So, I don't know if you ended up finishing it. First of all, the question I'm going to ask is, did you finish it? And if you say no, then I say at least finish the first season and get into the second season. If you don't want to watch the first season, watch a recap, watch the second season. The first season was mixed for me. Very slow. A lot of the story didn't care, stuff like that. Season 2 did a lot to redeem me on the show. Yeah, I did, and it was rough. You finished it. Okay. The first season was slow. Seasons 2 and 3, I loved. So if anyone comes in, well, here we are talking spoilers on The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. Basically, the whole Walking Dead universe. Might as well just throw that out. I don't like that they killed Nick. Nick was one of my favorite characters. From the first season, he's the only character I cared about. Him and his sister, obviously. But really him. I loved his redemption arc, everything like that. And the way they killed him pissed me off. That little girl killing him. I'm sorry. Whether you think there's a perfectly good reason and she had every right or whatever, I do not care. He had a redemption arc. You robbed him of being any further help by letting him die in such a horrible way. It was very sad. I was crying. Every time I see that episode, I cry. And her having no care in the world pissed me. I would have strangled that kid. I'm sorry. I loved Nick, and his death was sad. His death hurt me, okay? Again, season 2 and 3 of Fear the Walking Dead really loved. 4, a little mixed, but I think for the most part I did enjoy it. Season 5, I kind of was mixed. And then 6 and 7, I think, were probably my least favorites, but I think they're still a little bit better than season 1 for me. Season 1 was very slow, and I feel like when they made season 1, they didn't know what they wanted to do yet. But it is look, I'll say this. It's not as good as the main Walking Dead show, and it's sure as hell not as good as the spinoffs. But I think it's an okay, decent show. Would I recommend someone who's never watched The Walking Dead to watch that show first? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I like that they got to see different areas infected other than, Atlanta and stuff like that. Honestly, I've spent half my life on the Walking Dead universe, grew up watching the main show in 11 seasons and on Fear. Me too. Honestly, me too. I've been watching it since I was younger, yeah. I agree. I love that show. It's near and dear to me. That's what I love so much about it. And I read the comics too. So anyone who says seasons 7 and 8 were the worst seasons, you are wrong. You're wrong. Seasons 7 and 8 were not the best, but they were good. They were good. And I loved Negan in both those seasons. I feel like Negan carried both those seasons. I loved his character. I was scared when he came on. I'm like, oh, who's he going to kill? I loved his jokes. I loved Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I think he did a damn good job at Negan. I'm starting to sound like him. Who's making spaghetti? I love him. Jeffrey Dean Morgan is the perfect casting for Negan. I loved him. I loved his redemption arc. That also happens in the comics. And I loved him and Daryl. Daryl hated him so much back-to-back fighting in season 10 to take down Alpha and Beta. And that fight where they beat Beta up. Daryl literally shoves his knives in his eyes. Seeing them work together was so good. Daryl hated him. He was tortured by Negan, and even he could let it go and grow to trust him. That is insane. Carl's death pissed me off because I was looking forward to the comic Whisperer. Okay, now that one's valid. The Glenn one is not valid. The one I hear the most that people are like, I left, was for Glenn. And I'm like, bro, did y'all not read the comics? That was gonna happen no matter what. And again, look, they could have done it different because it's a TV show. But I'm telling you right now, that's one death they wouldn't have changed. Glenn was always gonna die. Glenn was always gonna die. And funny enough, if you asked me when they first started The Walking Dead, hey, you think Rick's gonna die in this show? I would have said yes. But I saw his popularity. I don't think they're ever gonna kill Rick. Obviously, in the comics, Rick dies, and then Carl takes over, and it's old man Carl with old man Rick. You know, but I don't think they're ever gonna kill Rick, and I'm glad because I love Andrew Lincoln as Rick, man. But no, the Carl death is valid. But I kind of blame Carl. He had too much of a nice heart, and unfortunately, in that world, that's a handicap. You can't be kind in an apocalypse world like that and be tough to survive. Your heart will always kill you. He went out to help someone and he got bit. First of all, I didn't like his death. I think he should have I don't know if this would have been better, but there are times where I wish he went out to help Sadiq. I love Sadiq, by the way. His character I didn't care about at the beginning. I blamed him for Carl's death a lot. But I loved him a lot. I grew to love him after Carl. And when he died in the Whisperer by this fuck-ass traitor, I was so mad. I was so mad. I was like, nah. And the way he died, bro. Again, it's just like Carl. The way he died, bro. Oh, man. That pissed me off. Oh, man. It's just freaking crazy, bro. But nevertheless, I grew to like Sadiq. There's a lot of character deaths that pissed me off. Carl pissed me off. I was blaming Carl. I was like, God damn it, Carl. Look at that. He makes me cry. His story makes me cry all the time. Because even though technically I blame him, it was his fault. He was being too kind and he got bit. And he didn't tell nobody for so long. You fucking bastard. I love you, but I hate you, Carl. I hate you. But, yeah, I blame him, but I also feel bad. And his death was very sad. Seeing Andrew Lincoln, Rick Grimes, and Denai Guerrero Michonne there, giving one of the best acting performances I've seen in a show like this. That was actually their kid, literally crying. And it looked and felt genuine and real. I could feel their love for that character on the screen. Oh my god, we were all crying, let's be honest. Made me sad. And Sadiq, again, I didn't care for him, but then as he started to feel guilty for what happened to Carl, I was like, you know what? Maybe I can grow to like him. Because everything he did after that was for Carl. It was to honor his memory. He was helping Rick. And he kept trying to get Rick on that path, saying, you're supposed to honor his memory. I used to hate him, and I was like, yo, this guy might be onto something. And I grew to like him. And then when they killed him, I was so pissed. I was like, y'all can't have me like nobody. Tara, I hated when she was with Negan's group. I grew to like her too. I really did. And I thought she was a tough girl. And for her to die on a Spike? Now, the Spike deaths had me bawling because they changed a lot of those characters' deaths. The King was supposed to be up there. I'm trying to think who else. I think Rosita was supposed to be up there. They changed a lot of those characters' deaths with the Spikes. And I'm glad not a lot of big characters died on those Spikes. But overall, I was sad. Like, I have a kind heart as well. Like, personally, I would well, but let me finish the comment before we move on. I really think if Carl survived leading up to the Whisper arc, he would have been a badass. I think he would have been one of the better characters. I would have loved to see how he played out in the Whisper arc, but we never got that, unfortunately. But like I said, what was I saying? I lost track. I talked too fast. But yeah, no, the Spike deaths, right? I'm glad not a lot of major characters were on the Spikes for the actual TV show, because in the comics there was a lot of very important characters there. If it would have played out exactly like that, I would have crashed out. To put it simple, I would have crashed out. But I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the new ones I felt very sad actually. Was it the old lady with her husband? They had lost their son at the beginning of season 9. It had me crying, especially because they were taking on the responsibility of like that baby. I think it was baby Gracie at the time, which eventually Eren gets. Can't believe I remember these so much. I'm addicted to this show. I love this show, but it was sad to see them die because I'm like, oh, they're so old. Yes, they would have went out eventually, but they couldn't have a peaceful moment. They had lost their kid, and then they got a baby, and they were thinking, well, we're going to grow him up just like our son. Oh, my God. And then you kill them, put them on a spot. Man, DJ I didn't care about. That was the guy, one of the highwaymen. I mean, it's sad, but I mean, we barely knew him for like 1 or 2 episodes, so I wasn't too sad about that, but man, oh my God. That show was ups and downs for sure, like at least in emotions, but I think overall as a complete package, it was a good show. It definitely pulls on your heartstrings though. So like over and over and over again. And it's literally the perfect epitome of a show that says, do not get attached to no one. It is literally that definition. I personally feel even season 3, which isn't my favorite season, T-Dog should have lived longer. I think a lot of those characters that they killed off pretty quickly should have lived longer. T-Dog was awesome. I really do think he should have lived longer as well. When he got bit, I was like, oh, it's fine. Just cut off your arm and you'll be fine. But then when he got bit a second time and then the third time, I was like, oh, come on, man. I was like, nah, it's over. You can't fix that. You can't fix that. He got bit in the arm, then he got bit in the shoulder. You can't fix that. You can't fix that. It's too late. He's gone. Man, it was sad, bro. Honestly, you know what? While we're on this subject, let's rank Walking Dead seasons. Why not? I'll give my rankings, and then anyone watching that knows about The Walking Dead, you give your rankings. How about that? Let's do that. Obviously, I'm expecting everyone's rankings to be different. But we're gonna go along with it. We're gonna see. We're gonna see where this goes. Okay. Season 1, I think, was a fantastic introduction to the show and what they were trying to do. I think it really set the tone. And then the finale was really good, actually. Just ending with the destruction of the CDC and realizing that no matter where they go, it's probably gone. Was huge. Obviously, me coming off of the comics, I already knew how a lot of this was going to go, but really, really, really liked how they did that. It was a very short season too, actually. So, however, I don't like that they sidelined Merle for so long. I don't like that he went with the governor. I don't remember. See, there are some things about the comics that I forget. I don't remember if that's how it happens in the comics. I don't remember if he's left up on the rooftop, and this is story based, so we're not gonna ignore this. But I don't remember if he's left on the rooftop and he doesn't come back until way later, and when he does, if he's with the governor. I don't remember. Okay, there are some things like that I don't remember how they are. but I don't like that they sidelined him enough. Like, a lot. I really think we should have seen a little bit more about him, because he comes in and then he immediately pisses most people off, and then we don't see him for a long time. I don't think that's really a good way to do justice to the character. Do I think probably it needed to happen for him to get his shit straight? Yes, I do. Do I think doing that made Daryl a better character? Yes, I do, actually. Because I do believe his brother kind of dragged him down a lot. So, there's that. Damn, how would oh man, I don't know how I would rank season 1. Okay, we'll keep going through the seasons.
We don't need your
And as we go through, we'll rank them, because I can't rank season 1 yet until I get into some more of the stuff. I'm thinking about it, though. I'm thinking about it. Season 2, obviously I think this was like the Shane arc, right, where he kind of went crazy and stuff, killed Otis, wanted to sleep with Rick's wife and the wife. Okay, I think season 2 pissed me off a lot, actually. Now re-talking about it, it pissed me the fuck off. First of all, I don't know if this was the end of season 1. It was, right? Beth died at the end of season, not Beth, her sister, I forgot. Adriana's sister. Her dying, hold on, that was so abrupt, and that was bullshit, okay? Season 1, Adriana, it's nighttime, and some of the walkers might have followed you guys back, with Glenn and them playing that freaking loud-ass alarm on the freaking Mustang, or the Camaro or Dodge Charger, right? You guys should be on your toes. Like, I get it, it's early apocalypse, they're a little reckless, but if I'm in an apocalypse, I'm not this stupid. I'm not. I've been doing research, and even if I hadn't, I am on complete super high alert, because at any moment, even if we didn't draw them, they wander at night, they could have wandered into our camp. She let her sister go alone, and the worst part is, she could have survived if she had at least waited at the door of the RV. And she didn't. Her sister got bit, and instead of reacting fast enough, she just screams. Girl, I'm not letting I'm sorry, that was so random, but I cannot let my guard down in a situation like that. So the fact that all of them let it down so easily, they were having a good time, was bullshit. Bullshit. You can have fun and you can still be on high alert, okay? I'm calling bullshit, okay? I would not have let that happen. Adriana's daughter, or sister, would not have died on my watch. Or at least that soon, okay? Now, do I think she needed to die for Adriana to be a little bit more stronger? Now, she wasn't really stronger. She wanted to die at the end of season 1. Adriana pissed me off until, like, season 3. Like, towards the end, where I forgave her a little bit, and I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I understand. However, I said season 4, right? Season 4, I think. The middle of season 4. Because season 4 is the governor arc, right?
You idiot.
I do think the governor was a good villain. I like the prison arc. I think he was insane, though. He was insane. I think that's what made him such a good villain. He could maintain a calm peacefulness, but then also have an evil counterpart. And then when he found that stranded family and kind of saw his daughter in her, I really thought he was going to change. But his feud with Rick made him lose all that. And even more so when the girl he met, that he saw his daughter in, ended up dying. I was so mad. Oh, but I love the way he got killed. He deserved that. By Michonne, and got finished off by the wife, I think. Yeah, he deserved that. Well, not the wife, but the girl he found along the way that he fell in love with. Yeah, 100% deserved that. But
you guys don't know?
Maybe we should start from number 1 down. Because I'm trying to, like, do the worst seasons leading up to the good, but it's so hard. I'm going to put... Okay, well, let's go through all the seasons, then we'll rank them. How about that? So we're at season 4 with the prison.
I thought she was just
Season 3 really didn't have a lot. What was season 3? Other than, like, dealing with the aftermath of Shane at the end of season 2 after being killed by Rick, and then re-killed by Carl because he ended up turning. I think Shane should have lasted a bit longer too. I would have loved to see Shane fight with Negan or the Whisperers. I think he would have been savage. And I loved, I already forgot the voice, like the character, but the guy that plays him, I think he does a great job. He does a great job in a lot of his roles. He did a great job as Shane. I love him as Punisher. You know, he does a lot of great jobs, like acting roles. But I think he should have lasted longer. Getting into season 4 with the prison fall. Season 5 has to deal with the cannibals. I forgot his name. And like meeting Gabriel at the church, and then
I didn't do nothing.
what was it called? They're like, see salvage here. It's not Exodus. I forgot what it was called, but that's season 5 for the most. Is that really the whole season 5? A whole lot. I feel like season 5 was a lot of filler minus the cannibals. It was still good though. I don't give a fuck. It was still good.
Thank you.
But yeah, there was that, and then season 6 was when we kind of get it. We kind of had like the remnants of like those guys with the hospital people with Beth and stuff. And then what else? Well, we kind of got into the Negan arc with killing the people at the radio stations and stuff. So the outposts.
Just don't.
And then season 7 was full fucking Negan arcs. So Alexandria, the lady that ran it, I forgot her name.
Oh.
That was the end of season 5 or season 6 from what I remember. Alexandria. Ooh, wait a minute. Was it the end of season 5 or was it the end of season 6? No, I think it was the end of season 6 because that's Alexandria, where that little boy that couldn't stop crying when they were walking in between the walkers to get out of Alexandria because the walkers broke through the gates. He couldn't shut the fuck up and he got his whole family killed. And then the stupid brother, the older brother, shot fucking Carl in the eye, which pissed me off. And then I was so glad when he got stabbed. I was so pissed. That little kid should have been sacrificed. Look, like, I'm sorry. He should have been gotten sacrificed. Look, guys, if you're ever in an apocalypse, the first things you need to get rid of, if you're with it, little kids and babies. I'm sorry, and animals. I love animals. I'm sorry. I really love animals. But unless you got a dog that's vicious and gonna kill someone, like rip them apart, get rid of them. They're gonna slow you down. They're gonna get you killed. Babies will cry and alert the enemy. Kids that cannot stand it will cry and alert the enemy. The zombies, I mean. But you know, the enemy. Do not carry that weight that is gonna get you killed. Do not do it. Don't do it. Yeah, man. It's just... But yeah, look, I really, I hated that kid and his whole family. Even the mom, I like the mom and how Rick was kind of trying to build a relationship with her. But the older son getting in the way because Rick killed your dad. Your dad was a fucking abuser and he was an asshole. And he scared your little brother. Fuck him, bro. I'm glad Rick killed him. Damn. Yeah, he pissed me off. That older brother pissed me off. And he was starting to come around. He really was. And then when that moment happened, it just went all up into the fucking air, man. Oh. And the fact that Carl had to lose an eye because of it really pissed me off. But yeah, that. And then season 7, obviously, Negan. Wait, what? Oh, I need more charm. I was like, yeah, what? But yeah, season 7 was good. There was a lot of deaths. The girl that fell in love with Tara, I forgot her name, but I liked her. I thought she was fun. Negan making that fat joke with her was messed up, but that shit was funny. I'm not gonna lie. It was messed up, but it was funny as hell. Her getting an arrow in the eye because of Dwight. You didn't need to do her like that. Sure, I guess. What else? I don't remember. The season 7 was a whole bunch of Negan shit. The king, the kingdom, the king coming in. What's her name? Shiva coming to save Rick and the gang. They were about to get their head knocked off by Negan, and he comes in, and Negan's like, "Holy shit, that's a fucking tiger!" I was loving it. I was loving it, bro. Absolutely loving every moment of it. But yeah, so great. And then season 8 with the war arc, I think was one of my favorites. Actually, I love the constant back and forth and the rivalry between Negan and Rick, both feeling they deserve one way to be done. And ultimately, Negan falling for Rick's trap, but Rick realizing, yo, I need to honor Carl's way and save him, in the end, right? Leading up to a lot of Negan's group that I hated, like Simon. I never trust that motherfucker. The pedo guy with the long hair that kept messing with Daryl with his fucking ginger ass face. Fuck that guy. I love was it Daryl, Morgan, and Rick took him out? Oh no, he wasn't messing with Daryl. Well, he was messing with Daryl, but he was messing with Morgan a lot. Fuck that guy. Obviously season 7 having Morgan come back was cool. Season 8 ended obviously with Negan getting his throat slashed, being saved. Season 9 is season 9, 10, 11 probably top 3, not gonna lie, but their arcs were great. Seeing Rick a little bit older, short hair, kind of believing they can have a peaceful life. Really fucking good. Other than the apocalypse, showing how experienced they are now when they're not really worried about walkers anymore. They don't kill every walker they see. They just walk past it because it's slow. It can't get them. They're focused on getting stuff to build their community, to last longer, to help make clean water, to make fresh food. Like, love that. Love that whole theme of the season. And then leading to Rick's departure, which was, oh my god, that whole episode is probably one of my favorite episodes of the entire series. Him falling on that little metal shard with the horse, trying to get back to his family, trying to work with his family and the bad guys, the last of the people from Negan's stuff. Really just trying to keep everyone together, being the best leader he can be, and just getting disrespected for it all. So sad, man. And then I actually thought he died. I actually thought right there is where he was gonna die. I was like, no. And then when I saw him alive at the end, and Jadis taking him away pissed me off, but then they were gonna save him. I was like, oh, they'll bring him back. They didn't bring him back. But I knew when the episode came out that they had said he was gonna have a departure from the series and he wasn't gonna come back, and I was like, no. Him coming back in the final episode of season 11, the final season, was so great, though. That cameo was nice. I loved it. But yeah, that was an emotional roller coaster. And we're probably going to wrap up just talking about that today. So we're going to say, because June 8th is when the big story beat happens, and that's going to take a minute. So we'll have to do that tomorrow. But yeah, all that. And then leading into season 10 with a full Whisper arc. Stuff like that. Obviously, season 9 ended with some head spikes, the introduction to the Whispers. We got a pretty decent fight with... was it in season 9 or was it in season 10 between Daryl and Beta? That one was great. Season 10 was absolutely fantastic. Chef's kiss. Taking off, killing Alpha for once and for all. Beta going crazy, thinking the zombies are talking to him. Also a lot comic accurate, and then killing Beta and then dealing with the Horde. Like, to this day, one of my favorite shots from The Walking Dead was season 10, where Lydia, the daughter of Beta, or Alpha, takes off her mother's mask and throws it down as the zombies are stupid, walking off the cliff to their deaths. And the shot of the mask falling with the music, and kind of symbolizing that, hey, the Whisperers are done. They're zombies, they're Horde, Beta, Alpha, done. And Lydia's moving on from her mom. I love that shot as the mask is falling into the the canyon where the zombies are falling, and you see them falling through the sky, and the music and the one of those big impactful moments. Lydia being a important character into season 11. I didn't really care much about the Reavers, but obviously they wanted to bring Daryl's girlfriend back, so I hated her. I liked their relationship, but when I heard she was part of the Reavers and she wanted the group dead, I hated her. Stuff like that. Other than that, I think the Commonwealth arc was pretty damn good. So that was good. My cat is crying, don't know why. But yeah, overall, I think that one was good. So now, obviously, there's a lot of plot points I missed. And we skipped over a lot. But again, this is a brief recap just to remind myself of the seasons and like be like, this is how I would rank them. So starting with probably my least favorite season. Now that we got through all these seasons. Hold on, I just saw the 2 comments. My ranking is 11. Really? You thought wait, is this from best to worst or worst to best? Before I read the seasons, is this from the best season to the worst season, or is it from the worst season to the best season? Also, I loved Dog when they intro. I love Dog. I really love Dog. I think Dog was such a great, well, I want to say character, but yeah, we'll go with that. He was a great character that actually helped Daryl find who he was, and I love his relationship with Dog. In season 9 annoyed me. It annoyed you in season 9? Why? You like when they introduced him in season 9 and annoying you when he was barely in season 11. Well, they had to push him away because what if Dog got killed? So I understand. Worst to best. You think season 11 was the worst? I do disagree. Season 11, season 8, I disagree with that one too. 10? Wow. Having 11 and 10 be the worst, and even 8. I don't know. Season 7. This is expected. Honestly, I feel like a lot of people would have this ranking, which is insane. But it is what it is. Season 9, season 6. No, season 8 is at number 11. Oh, you numbered them by 11. Oh my, I'm stupid. Okay, restart. Let's go through this. Okay, season 8 is least favorite. That's like everyone's least favorite, so understandable, I guess. Season 7 is 10. Okay. Do you think season 7 is better than season 8? It's a little mixed for me. I think season 8 is a little bit better than season 7, but I mean, we're going to give my rankings, but I'm going through yours real quick. Season 9 is 10. I do think that season 10 is better than season 8 and 7, yes. I do believe that. Okay, we got number 8 is season 4. I have to grab my cat. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Lay down. Okay, season 4 being at 8. I mean, that was the governor arc, right? Where it finally ended his arc. I think that one was really good. I did like that. It did have a lot of ups and downs with certain parts being more boring than others, but I think overall it was really freaking good, actually. Number 7 is season 11. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's up there. It's up there. I don't know if I would put it at number 7, but okay, season 11. Number 6 is season 5. I love season 5. I think season 5 is in some ways better than season 4, yes. Do I think it's better than season 11? No. No, I do not, actually. I don't. I do like it, though, a lot. Number 5 is season 3. What happens in season 3 again? What is season 3? Is it the cannibals? No, season 5 is the cannibals. Season 3 is the farm, right? Well, season 2 is the farm, and I think the beginning of season 3. Because season 4 is the jail, so they find the jail at like mid season 3, right? I'm trying to remember. That's the only season I can't remember what happened. Other than there was a whole Beth and Daryl relationship where they like got close with each other. Since after the farm went down, they all split apart, and she ended up meeting Noah, which was Everybody Hates Chris. I forgot the actor, but and then the police people and stuff like that at the hospital. That's all I remember. That one was probably one of my least favorites. The hospital and shit, they could have left that shit out. Dead ass. Number 4 is season 6. Wow. Really? Why is season 6 rated higher than season 7 and 8? Why do I have a feeling it's only because it didn't have anything Negan going on? Well, season 6 was the beginning of Negan, but we didn't really see anything. Interesting. Season 3 being season 4. Or, number 3 is season 4. Wait, what? I thought number 8 was season 4. What? I'm confused. Wait a minute, hold on. There's a typo. Wait, what? Yeah, season 4 is at number 7. Why is it also at number 3? Yeah, I was like, wait, I'm over here reading it over and over again, all of them. I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? Did you do one extra, or did you get the wrong number? Oh, I see. You meant season 1 is number 2, right? Or number 3, and, well, technically... Wait, what? Oh boy, the way you wrote it out is kind of confusing. I should have started from the bottom. Season 2 is number 1. Interesting, actually. Season 1 is number 2. I'm gonna be honest. Even though season 1 was such a great intro to the series, I don't think I would put it top 5. I'm just being honest. Because it was the beginning of the show, and because of that, there was a whole lot of nothing actually. So I do understand the reasoning for it. I wouldn't have put it top 5 though. But that's interesting. Season 2, season 1. A lot of people love season 2, so I understand that. Season 4 is number 3. Interesting again. Season 6 is number 4. Season 3 is number 5. Season 5 is number 6. A lot of the older seasons are top. That's how it is with a lot of people. I do understand that, I guess. Season 11 is number 7. Season 4 is number 8. Interesting. Season 10 is 9. Season 7 is 10. Season 8 is 11. Interesting. Alright. Now, if you want, you can put, like, you said you saw all of them? Rank the spin-offs, too. Dead City, rank the seasons. There's only two seasons at the moment, so rank whichever one's the best. Daryl has 3 seasons, so rank that. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to, but I'm gonna rank them. Season... Alright, let's you have the seasons up here for me, so I'm just gonna read them off, and I'm gonna rank them how I would rank them. For me, season 1 is that one's a hard one again because it's an intro to a show, and it was a great intro. I think they did a really good job at getting people like slowly interested in the world and these characters, and then continuing on with that with season 2. Season 1 for me has got to be like number 7. I'm sorry, I have to put it really low because there's a lot more seasons that did it better. I only saw season 1 of Dead City, whereas Daryl, I saw season 1 in Book of Carol. Season 2, season 3 is good for Daryl as well. And season 4 is going to be the final season of Daryl. So you're going to want to see that. Apparently, with all these spin-off shows, Dead City and stuff, apparently Daryl and Carol, by the end of season 4, are supposed to somehow meet up with Maggie and Negan from Dead City. And those 4 are somehow supposed to meet Rick and Michonne again. Because they're doing another spin-off that they're right now the code name for it is The Walking Dead Season 12. And it's supposed to be a reunion with every character that survived at the end of Season 11. Negan, Michonne, Rick, Maggie, her son, so Herschel. It's supposed to be a reunion. So, because Rick, technically the only people he's seen is his family. Michonne and his daughter and his son. Everyone else doesn't know Rick has been found and is alive. So it's supposed to be a reunion for the fans as well as Rick is seeing his whole family again. So, apparently, Dead City Season 3 or Season 4, I don't know if it got renewed, but the final season of Dead City is supposed to meet up with Daryl and Carol at the end of Season 4 of Daryl, and they're supposed to somehow meet Rick. And it's supposed to lead off into that new spin-off show that they've been working on. My ranking of Telltale Walking Dead is 4. Season 2 at number 4. That one I do agree, actually. Season 3 at number... Season 2 at number 3. Wait, what? I'm making that mistake again. Season 1 is number 1. I would put that at Season 4. I know a lot of people have problems with Season 4, but nah, that's number 1 for me. That was a perfect ending almost. Really? Season 3 at number 2 or number 3? These numbers are confusing me. Season 3 at number 2, or is it Season 2 at number 3? Season 3 at number 2. I'm just gonna read it how I think. Season 3 at number 3 at 2 is crazy, considering a lot of people didn't like Season 3. Oh, Season 3 at number 3. Oh, interesting. Huh. And then Season 2 is at number 2, right? Huh. Wait a minute. So it's just Season 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? In order, right? I don't know. I think you made another typo, actually, though. Season 1 at 1, Season 3 at 3, Season 2 at 2, and Season 4 at 2? What? Okay, never mind. That's so confusing. I think all the spin-offs are good except for World Beyond. I think World Beyond, they tried. And there were good moments about it, but it was their first spin-off, and I think they kind of fumbled it. But I love Dead City, and I love the Daryl show. I love both. I've seen all 3 seasons of Daryl. I've seen Dead City Season 1 and 2. And Season 3 is coming out in July. Really love it. And I saw The Ones Who Live, which was the reunion between Rick and Michonne. So, that one was good. Back to the main show. Yeah, season 1, I gotta put it at like 7. Season 1's gotta be at like 7. I'm not gonna put it too low because there are other seasons that I think are worse. So Season 1 is gonna be ranked at number 7. Season 2, I did like a lot of it, but I I'm gonna be honest, I got tired of the Shane and Rick thing. I liked it, but there was a point where I thought it was annoying. And especially because Alexandria kept butting her head in with Shane to make it worse. And season 2 is where I absolutely hated her in that whole season. So because of those reasons alone, that it kept going with him and Rick and Lori. I don't like Lori as a character. I hate Lori. Season 2 is at number 4, or season 4 at number 2. But I didn't like Lori as a character. I thought she was annoying. I hate how she couldn't stay loyal to Rick. I hate that she cheated on him and then later on wanted to switch up, therefore making Shane crazy. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like Lori in that season. I didn't like Adriana? I didn't like her in that season, and Shane was feeding off of both of them, and I hated it. Season 2 is number 4. Season 3 is number 3. You like that better than season 2? That's strange. A lot of people hated season 3. They probably would have put it like the worst one. Season 2 at 2 and season 1 at 1. Interesting. For the Telltale, it would be season 4 at number 1 for me. Season 3 would probably be 3 for me. Season 2 would probably be 2 for me, and season 1 being the last. I did like season 3 better than season 1, but season 1 is also, again, an intro. It's slow. Actually, no. Season 1 ended with Lee's death. Nah. Okay, let me scrap that. Season 4, number 1. Season 1, number 2. Season 2, number 3. And season 3, number last. I have to, because season 1, with the ending was so beautiful. I think season 1 and 4 are the best. I 100% agree with that. The beginning was so good, and the way it ended was so sad. Emotional. Season 4 ended the best way it could have, especially with a lot of issues going on in Telltale. And I loved it. That was nice. It was nice. So I do think season 1 and 4 are the best. Yes, I will agree with that. Back to my rankings. Like I said, season 1, number 7. Season 2, because I hated not Alexandria. I hated Adriana. I hated Lori, and Shane kept feeding off of both of them. So I can't put that like a top 5. It's probably 6 for me. Season 2, 6. Season 3, I hated that one even. Oh no, I kind of liked it a little bit better. Is it better than season 2 or 1? I probably gotta put that at 5. So we got 7, 6, and 5 filled. No. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put 3, season 3, down to 7. Or 8. My bad. So 8, 7, and 6 are filled. Season 4, I'll put at 5. Or 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, I'll put it at 5. And season 5, I really love the cannibal season. I think I might put that at number 3. So we got 4, 2, 1, 9, 10, and 11 open. Yeah. We're on season 5, right? Season 5. No, I thought we just did season 5. That was the cannibal. Okay. Season 6. I like to want to see my ranking of Resident Evil games, the ones I have. 100%. Sure, why not? And then I'll give mine later. For me, season 6 was kind of slow until the end. Not gonna lie. Probably one of my least favorite ones. Like, there was a lot going on, but it was also like a lot of filler. There wasn't a lot of big things. It did have Sadiq, I think. We saw our first time at seeing him. We did have a little bit of the introduction to the Negan's people. The Saviors. I gotta rate it lower than all the previous ones. It's gotta be number 8, or number 9 for me. It's gotta be number 9. Number 6 is Resident Evil 3 Remake. Interesting. Season 7, I like this one a lot. I might just put it at number 4. Number 5 is Resident Evil 8. Ooh, I liked Remake. I liked RE3 Remake a lot more than Village. I liked Village when it first came out, but replaying it was, it was meh. I'd rather replay 7. But interesting. But yeah, I gotta put Season 7 at like number 4. Resident Evil 7 is better than Resident Evil 8. I'll give you that one. Yeah, I gotta put it at 4. So currently the ranking is Season 1 is number 7. Season 2 is number 6. Season 3 is number 5. Season 4 is number... Is it number 2? No, number 3. Season 5 was the Cannibal, right? I think I put that at number 8? No. Yeah, I think I put it at number 8. I did like that a lot more than a lot of the other seasons, but it's kind of hard to rate it. I don't think it was better than Season 4 with the Governor. I don't think it was better than Season 2 or 1. It might have been better than Season 3, but it's kind of hard to rank it. But and then Season 6, it was all over the place for me, and very slow actually until about the end, like the mid-season. So that one went down to number 9. So those are the rankings. Season 7 is number 3 for me. So we're getting up there. We got 1 and 2, 10 and 11 left. Okay, Season 8. I did this ranking horribly, actually. I need to pull out my phone and do a better ranking. God damn. It's kind of hard when I don't have like a paper in front of me. I'm gonna pull out my notes on my phone. We gotta make this shit quick. So let's start a new note. 1 through 11. One through 11. Okay, Season 1. Nice intro to the series. Very slow. It does establish the world, shows the fear that people that are alive in this apocalyptic world have to do and worry about. Not just from the zombies, but, you know, the food rations and stuff like that. The people you can trust, the people you can't, stuff like that. Nice intro to the series. If I have to switch it around, we will. For right now, I'm going to put it at 7. Season 2. I hated Lori. I hated Adriana. And Shane, even though he was good, he was feeding off of both of them. Really made me hate that season until the end where it kind of wrapped up. And then the farm thing happening, right? I do have to rank that a little bit lower than 7, though. We'll put it at 8. Season 2. Alright, Season 3. I can't remember a lot about it, which tells me that I probably was you mind if I redo my Walking Dead ranking? Go ahead, yeah. 100%. For me, the season, like I said, I can't remember anything about Season 3, which means it was probably boring as hell and forgettable. So for me, Season 3 is going to be lower than Season 1 and 2 at number 9. Only makes sense. If I can't remember anything about it, must have not been good, which means it's lower than those 2 seasons. Season 4, the Governor arc, really liked it. I do think it is better than Season 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to put that at a 6. I will redo it if I realize some mistakes, right? Alright, Season 5. It was the only thing I can remember is the Cannibal arc. Meeting Gabriel, dealing with the cannibals, reconnecting with Carol, finding Michonne towards the end, I think. Or no. I think Adriana got lost and Michonne found her, but we got the introduction to Michonne, which then led it. No, that was Season 4 or 3. Ooh, I don't remember. Crap. But Season 5 is when we see Carol Michonne and Adriana come back. Yeah, that one. Yeah, okay. So season 5. I do think it was worse than the Governor arc. I think it was better than season 2 and 3. Okay, yeah, we're gonna switch it. We are gonna put season 4 at number 5. We're switching these. Because season 5 is worse than season 4, in my opinion. But it's worse. It's better than season 2 and 3, but it's worse than season 4 and 1. So season 4 is getting moved from 6 to 5. Season 1 is getting moved up to 6 instead of 7. And season 2 and 3 are staying at 8 and 9. And season 5 will be put at 7. All right, season 6. Again, very slow until I think the mid-season finale. Then it really picks up for me. I think we got Sadiq kind of introduced for the first time. We met a lot of other characters. Is this the time where we met Eugene, Abraham, and I forgot that the girl with her sister Tyrese and Sasha. Is that where is season 6 where we meet them? I think so, actually. Now I'm starting to remember. Yes. Okay. It was still very slow, though. It was still very slow. Well, we saw them at the prison, but they were turned away, but we re-see them again in season 6, I think. So, season 6, I like it. I do a little mixed. If we just count the mid-season finale onwards to the finale, I like it better than season 5. I don't think I like it better than season 4. I don't like it better than season 1. Okay, well, this is a surprise. Season 4 is moving up to number 4. Ironic. Season 1 is getting moved up to season number 5. And season 6 is going at number 6. It is better than season 5 for me. And it's 100% better than season 2 and 3. Alright, season 7. Alright, well, hold on, let me see yours. Okay. Then the first number, is that the season number, or is that the number you're placing it at? Those numbers confuse me. Is it number 11 is season 8, or is it season 11 is number 8? How do I rank that? Alright, let me look at your Resident Evil games. 6, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Resident Evil 8, 5, number 4 is Resident Evil 7. Resident Evil 4 Remake being higher. Okay, not bad. Number 3, Resident Evil 2 Remake and Requiem. Okay, Requiem I do agree is number 1. Resident Evil 2 Remake is number 2. Putting Resident Evil 3 and 4 Remake is hard. I don't know which one I would put at number 3. Because I do like 4 Remake story a bit better. But like, there were a lot of enemies and bosses in this game that were so annoying to me. The fish in, I think, chapter 4 is the number 1 thing that comes to mind. Was so fucking annoying. It's an interesting rating. I played every Resident Evil game, even the ones I haven't finished, so that one's kind of tough. Yes, 11 is season 8. Okay. Season 8 at 11. Not surprised there. Season 7 at 10. Oof. Season 10 at 8. That one, or 9. That one's crazy, actually. Season 11 was better than season 10. Okay. Season 8. Season 4 at number 7. These are interesting. I'm trying to compare some of these. Ooh. Season 3 at number 6. Interesting. Season 5 at number 5 and season 6 at number 4. Oof. Having season 3, 5, and 6 so high up is kind of crazy to me. I mean, I like season 4. Out of a lot of the earlier seasons, I think season 4 was like the almost perfect one for me. So I think season 4 being in high regards is a yes. I agree with that. But I can't remember hardly anything about season 3, so I can't even rate it that high. And season 5, the only thing I liked was the cannibals. Everything else in between didn't really care too much about. Season 6 was better than season 3 and 5. I don't think it was better than season 4 though. Season 9 and number 3, I am gonna rank that one higher, so I do agree. Season 1 and number 2 is okay. The reason for season 1 and 2 being so high is that because, well, I'm gonna give 2 parts. Are you ranking season 1 so high just because it was a good start episode, like season 2 the series? Or are you actually rating it so high because of other reasons? Because when you do a rating, you're not supposed to, like, I don't think rating a season higher than others, the reason only being because, like, it started the show. Like, because yes, it did start the show, and the show technically wouldn't be here without it, but we'd still have the comics. It's so iconic and nostalgic. I mean, granted, like, anyone who's never seen it hopping into season 1 might like it, actually, a lot. Like, I think 90% of people seeing season 1, if they've never watched the series, no matter what they heard, is gonna think that season 1 is actually pretty good. I think the question is, when did the series go downhill for you? Because for me, it didn't go downhill. It did have a little bit of a step down. For me, probably around season 5 and 6. But once season 7 happened, I really kept enjoying it till the end. So for me, like, my question is, at what season did you feel like it wasn't as good as it used to be? After Carl's death. So after the mid-season finale of season 8. Interesting. No, but so I would agree, but then after we get past season 8, season 9, 10, and 11 revitalized the series. Again, season 9 had record-breaking numbers. It brought back a lot of people, and I saw a whole lot more praise than hate. And I don't think the hate came back until season 11, which I don't know why people shit on 11 so much. I think season 11 is a damn good season. And it ended as best as a series like that could end, actually. It's an apocalypse show. And I feel like if Carl's death was such a huge thing, season 8 should be rated so higher then. Like, if you cared about Carl and what was going on in that, then season 8 should be ranked higher. That's not just for you. I feel like that's for anyone who's, like, rating their seasons. If Carl's such an important character, that season should be higher. So, I don't know, but that's just me. But I'm on season 7. Season 7 is definitely better than 6, 5, 2, and 3. I think it is better than 1, and it is, for me, better. Honestly, season 7 and 8, I'm gonna just say right now, separately, obviously had a lot of minor problems in between each one of them. Together, I think they were really good. Like, if you were to now watch season 7 and 8 back to back, I think that's really good. I think they're like a pretty good story. But yeah, I think season 7 back to back with season 8 is pretty damn good. So I'm gonna have to rank these guys together. Ooh. I'm gonna have to put one way lower than the other seasons and one higher. This one's tough. Oh, I'm trying to think. I think this is definitely going to be controversial, but I think between season 7 and 8, I like season 8 more. I didn't mind the action. I didn't mind the fighting. I didn't mind the plotting. And I didn't want Negan to die, actually. Even though I knew how the comics went, I didn't want him to die. Because I like Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan. I think he does a fantastic job. And if somebody said you can only watch one, season 8 or season 7, I'm watching season 8. I really, from beginning to end, like that season. We saw a moment towards the mid-season with Gabriel being trapped with Negan, and Negan kind of confessing some sins. I mean, towards the end of season 8, he kind of showed that he didn't want to do half the shit he wanted to do. And then he tried to honor Carl's death by trying to make a truce, and Rick was like, fuck no. And I understand why, but like, I don't know, man. These last couple seasons are difficult, man. I think your rating's okay. It's definitely drastically different from mine. It's about what is expected. Carl's death as well as Shiva. Shiva's death was sad, especially for my fiance. She was so sad when that happened. She loves animals, especially cats, so she was crying. Carl and Shiva's death both made me sad. I mean, look, Shiva, see, unlike Carl, which I knew at some point he would die, I knew at some point Carl will die. I don't know if he died. I don't think he dies in the comics, but I had a feeling they were kind of... The funny thing about the show is a lot of people did memes and stuff where they're like, hey, if you see someone wearing red or having something red, they might die. Or, like, there were theories going around. Or, if someone's on screen for too long, they're going to die, which most of the time it was true. But, like I said, there was some things that were going on where I'm like, I feel like Carl might die sometimes. And then season 8, it was huge, because I really felt like it was his time in season 8. So when it happened, I was like, God damn it. And then when it was because of a bite, I was really pissed. Like, the bite is what got me. I'm like, that's how he dies? He's such a badass. That's how he dies? Are you fucking kidding me? And then Shiva, I was sad. But at least I was glad that she died trying to help the king and Jerry. And Shiva was expected as well, because she's an animal. An animal can only do so much in an apocalypse. It was only a matter of time. It was very sad, and I know a lot of people love animals, so that's probably where the backlash came from. It was going to happen eventually. She wouldn't have made it to the Whisper arc. If she did, she would have died by the Whispers. Guaranteed. You can hate it all you want, it was going to happen. So I do understand the backlash on both of those two beloved characters. With Carl more so because I knew it would happen eventually, and it was sad. And he died doing good, just like Shiva. But Shiva being an animal, it was expected. Animals just don't make it in an apocalypse. But yeah, no, I get that backlash. Actually, I only remember hearing backlash from Carl's death. So it's interesting that Shiva's got backlash. I don't remember that being a thing, but like I said, where are we at? Okay, yeah, I'm still trying to figure out where I'm gonna place season 7 and 8. Considering season 8 is better for me out of the two, I gotta put it at number 3. I gotta put season 8 as number 3. And season 7 is going at number 10. Actually, no. Season 7 is going to number 6. We're moving them down. Season 6 is going to number 7. Season 5 is going to number 8. Season 2 is going to number 9. And season 3 is going to number 10. There we go. Like I said, I would shift it around when we found it. Okay. Season 9. It just didn't make sense how Shiva died, being she's a tiger and tigers are super strong animals. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out the words on how to put this. Yes. These are zombies. Zombies don't feel pain. And there was like 5 or 6 zombies grabbing her. Okay? They don't feel pain. They were getting scratched, okay? But they weren't getting scratched in the head, so they weren't dying. They don't feel pain. Ezekiel was injured. Jerry was tired out of the zombies he was killing to try to get him out of there. They were exhausted. They couldn't help her, even if they wanted to. And she, once she got grabbed, she couldn't get away. She was trying to swipe them off. She did swipe a couple of them off. But by then, there was too many. And once she got bit, it's like any animal. Once they get injured, they're injured. They fall, they scream. And she kind of fell on her side. And once that happened, she was vulnerable. It was over. They all jumped on her. It was over. So she did knock a couple off of her because she was strong. But then there was too many of them, and she got overtaken. So, yes, tigers are super strong. But numbers will always work and win over one singular thing. It doesn't matter if it's a polar bear, a bear, a buffalo. One of those versus like 500 zombies or 500 people, they're done. They're done. They might knock some, kill some of them, half of them or whatever, but they're going to receive injuries from all of them while doing that. And then eventually they're going to get tired. They're going to weigh down. They're going to get too many injuries, and they're going to lose. It's knowledge, right? Knowledge, no matter how strong it is, it was overpowered. There was too many of them. And once she got bit once, she fell on her side and she was like technically giving up. And then she got eaten while they were able to get escaped. So yes, they're strong, but that doesn't mean they can't be outnumbered. And she was outnumbered. So okay, so season 9 revitalized the series. Rick's departure, which was the saddest thing. I wasn't mad at that. I wanted to see more Rick, but I was sad. And even after he left, Michonne, especially that one episode, I think it was episode 4 or 5, almost a perfect episode, basically. Afterwards, with Daryl secluding himself because he had lost like his brother, basically, because he viewed Rick as a brother, blamed himself for not working with him sooner and getting mad at him, which kind of led to his death because he left him behind. And because he said he was gonna go home on the horse, and all this happened because Daryl didn't want to stay with him. Also, them blaming the last of the freaking saviors for his death, I agree with too, but at the same time, no, come on, you can't put it all on them, okay? I forgot about Oceanside, man. I always forget about Oceanside, but how do I rank season 9? So if I put it at number 2, I have season 10 and 11. And I don't think... Oh, those are hard. Maybe once I figure out what my number 1 is, that will be better. I think my number 1 is season 9. It started great. The middle had its moments where it was a little down. And it ended on a high note. A really bad high note where Sadiq survives and the Pikes and stuff like that. I think season 9 might be my favorite one. But right now, let's put it at number 1. We're going to put season 9 at number 1. Again, we can move it around as we go on. Now, season 10. The end of the Whisper arc. I really did like the Whisper arc a lot. I think the Whisper arc out of every arc in the whole show was my favorite. So I probably got to put that at number 2. But then all that's left is number 11, and that's season 11 at number 11. I don't agree with that one. I'm going to be honest. I think season 9, 10, and 11 are my top 3. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to put season 9 at number 1. I'm going to put season 10 at number 2. And I'll put season 11 at number 3. I'm just going to move them all down. Let me move all these down. And then I'll read it out, and then if it sounds good, then that's our list right there. Okay, so Walking Dead season list. Next time we're gonna have to rank Fear the Walking Dead and all the spin-offs because we're running out of time. But okay, so this is my rankings for season 1 through 11 of the main Walking Dead show. I mean, I can rank the spin-offs, I just can't do Fear because Fear is a little tough. We'll have to do Fear next time, but okay. For number 1, it's gonna be season 9. I'm gonna give my reasonings as to all these and why they're ranked the way they are. Season 9 was not just, like, for me, a new fresh to the series. It brought back a lot of the horror. The whispers were actually terrifying, and they worked smart, actually. They were nasty, though. They didn't shower, so. I did like Beta and Alpha. I think they were played really well. They were working like ninjas, the whispers, which is crazy. I don't remember what episode it was, but it was the one with Aaron and Jesus. This was the episode where Jesus dies, and they're in the graveyard and they're fighting the whispers. It's foggy, it's dark. You hear the whispers whispering. It was shot so well, and I the whole time was on edge. I was emotionally invested, physically invested. I was scared that someone was gonna die. I knew that it was the whispers. I didn't know what was going on. It was such a great episode. Honestly, I'm super happy Dog survived the main show. Yeah, but the actual dog that played Dog in the show, he passed away shortly after, which was sad. But yeah, I'm glad he survived the main show. Yeah, that episode in season 9 was shot really good. Also, shot really good with the compared to the other episode, episode 5 of season 9, with Rick's departure. That was Rick's final episode. Both really good episodes. Also, a really high reason why season 9 is number 1. The story starting off kind of creepy and stuff to the Eugene, kind of, he's not a pussy anymore. He has training. He fights. And then seeing him become a pussy again because he's actually afraid, saying the walkers are talking to him. I just really think season 9 was it was like season 9 of The Walking Dead was like season 7 for Resident Evil. It brought back the horror, and it did it at a damn good job. It had a fantastic story, a really fantastic villain, even though you didn't really get to see too much of her, and overall just really fucking great. So season 9 at number 1. Season 10 is number 2. I have to rank season 9, 10, and 11 top 3. There's so many special moments in those seasons that I absolutely loved. I can't rank them lower than some of the other seasons, like season 5, that there wasn't a lot to get me hyped. Like, I was invested, but it wasn't enough. Or I can't rank it close to season 2 or 3, where I don't remember much about 3, if anything. And season 2, there was a lot of stuff that pissed me off in that season, so I just can't rank it lower than that. And I can't rank it lower. I can't rank it lower than season 6, 7, and 8. It deserves to be higher. But those still deserve to be high as well. So, again, season 10 at number 2. The ending of Beta, fantastic. Beta going crazy. I love that moment. I love how they gave us some snippets about him being a musician, which I kind of already hinted at. Still don't know who that musician was. Loved it. I loved how he went crazy. I love the fight between him and Negan. I love that Daryl decided to work with Negan. I love how they flipped the script on them, trying to be like the Whisperers, all stealthy and smart. I love how Lydia grew on a lot of characters. I love how Carol kind of pushed a little bit of her bullshit away to focus on helping the group. Because the beginning the end of season 9, and especially the beginning of season 10, she was pissing me off. She was pissing me off. So she got better. Okay. But overall, I think season 10 was really good. I think the beginning of season 10 is where Alpha died, right? It was the first 8 episodes, right? Yeah. That was cool too. Straight out of the comic where Negan did it. So love that. Season 11, number 3. I would have put it at number 1. I thought the ending was beautiful. Rosita dying was so sad. I'm glad her kid got to survive Coco. I'm glad she trusted Eugene and Gabriel to raise it. Her dying right after Sadiq just killed me. I could not. I loved Rosita. I thought she'd make it. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, look, it had a good ending. It wasn't perfect. I liked a lot about the ending. I love the way Sebastian died. That fuck-ass kid was deserving. I liked Hornsby and his death. I liked the final fight in the last 2 episodes with the huge horde of walkers with the group. I loved the relationship, the love relationship. One second, I'm texting my fiance. She just got home from work, or she just got off from work, so I'm trying to tell her I'm trying to wrap up. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, it's number 3. It doesn't beat number 10 because it doesn't beat season 10 at number 2 because season 10 had a great ending with Alpha immediately being killed at the beginning half of the season, and then Beta being finished off, and then basically the whole arc just wrapping up in season 10 in a really good way, in my opinion. The only thing was at the beginning, like I said, Carol kind of pissed me off a little bit in the first couple episodes, but I love chatting about this stuff with you, man. You're such an awesome dude. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're cool too. I like that we have a lot of stuff in common. That's cool. But yeah, Carol pissed me off in the first couple of episodes, but she grew towards the end. But yeah, that's why season 11 is ranked at number 3. Now season 8 is number 4 for me. That one I think a lot of Walking Dead fans would be a little mixed on. And again, we're talking about every season and why I'm ranking it this way. Season 8 is better than season 7 for me. I know a lot of people had problems. Carl's death, it was sad, yes. It didn't stop me, and it didn't make me hate the show, personally, so... But yeah, like I said, the Carl death didn't make me hate it, didn't make me want to stop watching. Okay, sorry. But yeah, so that was pretty much it. Like, I did like the action. I know a lot of people didn't like it. They're like, oh, I don't care. I like the action of season 8. I liked Rick and Negan constantly fighting back and back. That didn't bother me. I don't know why a lot of people got bothered with that. Season 6 already was pushing them together to be enemies. Season 7 fully threw them into the enemy thing. And Season 8 was the final. It was the finale, basically, of them fighting. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was well done. And then they got into the Simon stuff where him kind of going behind Negan's back and betraying him. And, I forgot his name, but the good one that was working with the kingdom. He was a good guy. He was really just trying to help both sides. But then there was a point where he's like, dude, you're screwing us. Like he was telling the king. His name started with a G. I forgot. He ultimately sided with Negan and he got killed. But I didn't mind him. I didn't like Simon. I didn't like a lot of his other enforcers. But Season 8, I didn't mind. Season 8 is ranked at number 4 for me. Okay? It is better than Season 7. And Gregory. No, not Gregory. I didn't like Gregory, by the way. He was a pussy. Not Gregory. I'm talking about Negan's people. There was Simon, the guy with G. I forgot his name. It started with a G, like Gareth or whatever. I can't remember. He was the good one that worked with the kingdom. He would get the food and all the stuff required for the saviors for Negan. Like Simon was for Hilltop. This guy was with the king. I forgot his name. But I actually didn't mind him. And I didn't like the perv guy that kept messing with Morgan and Daryl. So I'm glad he got ripped to shred by zombies. Dwight, not Dwight. Not Dwight. I liked Dwight when we first saw him, but then when he went bad, Jerry, not Jerry. He's one of the enforcers that is always at the table with Negan. He has long hair in the back and short hair in the front. It's blonde. I think he was killed by Henry with the stick to the throat. I forgot his name. But regardless, I didn't mind him. I like Jared. No. Hated Jared. Jared was the one that kept messing with Morgan and Daryl. I hated him. He was a weirdo. The other guy. I can't remember his name. It's so frustrating. But that's the only one I liked out of his team, to be honest. Dwight grew on me, especially when he helped change them, and I did want to see him meet up with his girl again and live a happy life. Which, funny enough, just like Morgan, they went over to Fear the Walking Dead. But okay, moving on. Season 8 at number 4. Gavin, yes, loved Gavin. I didn't mind Gavin because I understood. He's like, hey, I'm stuck in the middle. I'm just trying to please both sides. Fair enough. I mean, you did choose the wrong side at the end, siding with Negan, but I didn't mind him. I actually thought he wanted to help both sides of the people. So, yeah, Gavin. Didn't mind Gavin. But, yeah, Season 8 at number 4. Season 4 is at number 5. I love the whole prison arc. There's not really much to say about it. That's why it's, number 5. Number 6 is Season 1. Look. Season 1 started the show. It brought that horror in. It introduced us to the world and these characters. Some of them died immediately and stuff like that. But overall, it was a great start. I'm actually surprised I didn't put it top 5. It was tough. But I do think where I have it is actually a good spot. It is still great. And it's still top 6. It deserves to be top. Season 3, by the way, was the governor and the prison story introduction. Yes, but Season 4 was the actual ending of the governor, which I think I liked a little bit more than Season 3. Season 3 was slow at building up the hate for him with Rick and the people, which I just wanted them to get to that. So, yeah, that's probably why I don't remember much about it. That shit was slow as a motherfucker. That whole season was slow. Yeah, so Season 1 is at number 6. Season 7 is at number 7, which is ironic because funny enough, I only ranked it that low. It's because I really don't think it's as good as Season 1 or 4. I do think Season 8 is better, though. There's not much more to say about that. It was like when it was the Alexandria thing, there were a lot of funny puns. We got to see Negan be Negan in the best way he could. It's just not as good as season 8 for me, to be honest. There was a lot of deaths, a lot of messed up, horrible deaths. Like the one where he tells Spencer that, oh, it's because you ain't got no guts, and he's like, holy shit, I've never been wrong in my entire life. I was like, oh my god, this guy was born to play this role. I loved it, but oh my god, there was a lot of some messed up deaths in that season, but still pretty ranked high. Now we're getting into like the last 4 that are controversial, I guess. Season 6 at number 8. I didn't mind season 6, but I will say the first half of the season was slow, very, very slow. I don't know if I mentioned this, but recently, last year, I did watch all the seasons of The Walking Dead with my fiance. She never watched the show. She's not really into horror, but she gave it a chance, and she likes it. She loves it, actually. And then we watched the spin-offs, and we're almost caught up on Dead City and Daryl. I think we're on season 3 for Daryl. And we up on Dead City. We need to watch season 3 of Daryl. She hasn't seen it. So, but she loves it. She loves the show and all the characters and the deaths. She's sad and stuff like that, but she loves it, okay? She would probably rate these differently, but season 6 was, going back to it, I was like, season 5, the only thing I can think about, season 5, by the way, is at number 9. The only thing I can think about is the cannibals, and then Gabriel, the introduction to Gabriel and the cannibals. That's it, right? That was the whole season 5. It wasn't a lot. There was a lot of filler, to prepare us for season 6. Understandable, but it kind of weighed some stuff down for me. But the back half was a little bit better. I love that one death ripped out of the comics. Oh, the guts one? Loved it, yeah. I like when Rick came home, he was just making spaghetti. He's like, I could have killed your kid. He tried to shoot me. Instead, I fed him spaghetti. I was like, oh, man. But yeah, now, getting to the last 2. Season 2 is at number 10. Mainly because there was a lot of characters in that season that pissed me the hell off. 2 of them being Lori and Adriana. Adriana, because she had lost her sister, was giving up. She wanted death. Then she wanted Shane. And then because Shane was crashing out on Rick, he wanted Lori. Lori couldn't choose until she did. That made Shane even more crazy. And then Adriana wanted to slide in, and she fed on Shane. That made Shane want Lori even more. Or Andrea. There you go. There you go. God damn it, I always forget her name. Andrea. There you go. Thank you. Yes. Andrea, and it made Shane even more crazy for Lori. And then all 3 of those characters were pissing me off. Yes. Andrea, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I always forget her name. She pissed me off. All 3 of those characters pissed me off. Andrea, Lori, and Shane. I mean, I did like Shane because I liked what he was, the arc thing. But between him and the other 2, it pissed me off. Okay. I think Lori died in season 3 for the prison, by the way. Giving birth to Judith. Or Judith? Yeah. Judith, right? Yeah, Judith, yeah. And then season 3 being ranked on the final rank at 11. I can't remember anything about it. Herschel was an incredible character. Oh, man. Dude, when that old man died and he got his head off, I was so sad. Dude, and then season 9 when Rick was dying and he came back, it was him that came back. It was Sasha that came back. Lori. Oh man, that whole episode I was crying. I was like, no. And then Rick telling Herschel, I just want to stay here. And he's like, no, you can't. But yeah, like that was sad because I know Rick actually wanted to stay there. Like there was so much going on that he just wanted to be done with it, and I was like, oh man. But yeah, Herschel was such a great character. There was a lot of incredible characters in this show, and then there's a lot of bad ones. It only makes sense for him to see Sasha. Would have made sense if Rick saw Lori Croft. See, the thing with Sasha, at first I thought the same thing. I think it was just because he blamed himself for not being able to save her from Sanctuary, because she was trapped in there and she ultimately realized she couldn't escape, so she took a pill. Ultimately, I think he blamed himself, as a lot of the group did, for not being able to save her fast enough. So in that moment when he's dying, not only is he seeing loved ones that have died, but he's seeing the people that he was close with that died, that he blamed himself for not being able to help. Like Herschel, you know, he couldn't do anything. Like Sasha, so that was a sad moment. And yeah, those are pretty much my rankings. Like I said, next time we're definitely gonna have to rank Fear the Walking Dead. This did take longer than usual. I did like having this chat. I, for the most part, somewhat agree with the Resident Evil rankings. I gotta do mine later as well. But ultimately, this show, like you said, it has ups and downs. I think ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a good show. It has ups and downs, kind of like a lot of shows. I think it does stick the landing at the end. So, you know, hopefully anyone who watches this after it's not a stream and it's a VOD, or anyone that did end up ranking with me. I mean, I see Simba fan, I love you. I mean, no homo, but I love you. I like that we can have chats like this. You're not the only one. I have chats with other people here and there, but I love having chats with you. I like that we could do this Walking Dead thing and other stuff. It's really nice. I hope we can continue to do this. This is why your streams are awesome, bro. You're gonna make me cry. I appreciate that. Thank you. But I'm glad we could have this chat. I hope we can have more chats on stuff like this in the future. I'm probably gonna have to put something in the comments being like a last like hour just talking about The Walking Dead. But look. It's funny because we just got done talking about The Walking Dead. Some people do get annoyed with this, but I do have, before we stop, I do have to give a promo. If I know you like The Walking Dead, I love The Walking Dead. Well, I am gonna start. I was supposed to start in the summer, not gonna happen, but I found a way to do it in the fall. So in the fall, I have a Patreon. It's been made. I have it at the lowest tier. I'm gonna start doing movies, TV show stuff, reactions like that, and games that I can't put on YouTube that are super bloody, gory, violent, whatever. The first show on there I'm gonna do, well, the first couple shows on there I'm gonna do are like Cobra Kai, and I'm gonna do The Walking Dead and some Marvel stuff. So if you want to see my live reaction, re-watching it again, maybe my ranks will change. I'll be doing it on Patreon starting towards the end of the year. We'll be doing it. We'll be doing all the seasons, all the spin-offs. Hopefully season 3 of Dead City is out digitally by then. But we're going to watch them with everyone. We're going to give our reactions. We're going to see what this... We're going to see if it still holds up, if my rankings change. But yeah, if you want to see it, then it'll be there. I think I have it at the lowest tier. It's either $2 or $3 a month. It's not bad, in my opinion. But if I can find a way to make it free, maybe I will. But it's just for content I can't put on YouTube. And I've always wanted to do reactions. And reactions, unfortunately, on YouTube most of the time get copyrighted. I don't want to cut music or anything out. I want it to be authentic. So stay tuned. That will be coming towards the end of the year. But it is coming. I finally figured out how to do it. I'm going to get the stuff I need to do it and stuff like that. But thank you for watching. Hopefully anyone else that joins, including you, Simba fan, hopefully we can keep having conversations like this. I do enjoy this. I always love when we do this, no matter who it is. And I love this. I love this. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought of Persona 3 Reload. We didn't do much. It was a lot of filler. Tomorrow we'll fully get into the story again. We did talk a lot of Walking Dead. Let me know what you guys think about Walking Dead as well. And yeah, with all that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. See you tomorrow. Peace.